Hello. Thumbs up emoji. I'm alive. The grass cum has not taken me. It almost did, honestly. I have a fucking massive pressure headache. I'm still here, though. Just because. I'm here to torment you all with my existence. Also, if you can hear my fucking AC in the background, I'm so sorry. I have to keep it on unless I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. If I don't have it on. I'm literally gonna fucking die. You don't understand. Allergies and heat? Allergies plus heat, I become a not-so-nice person. Alex, not-so-nice Rubia. I don't hear it? Good. I literally had to, like, crank up noise suppression, because it gets really fucking loud. Ugh. So this is my first time playing this game. Of course, it has some elements that I'm into. I really just wanted to find a game that I would fucking, like, start and finish. I hate that thing I've been doing where I've been so, like, with games where I literally just, like, I start and stop. I need to stop doing that shit. It's been really hard to actually, like, power through a fucking game. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Let's see. Who we got here? Hi Radless, hi Toxin, hi Meta, hi Clayy. Hi Losers. I'm already having a fucking brain fart, dude. Oh my god. Hi Reagan. Hello. Hi Cat, hello. Alright, now that we have established that this is my first time playthrough, I don't know what to expect because I've literally not seen anything other than screenshots from this game. Literally, I'm going in fucking blind. If you post a spoiler, I'm taking your fucking guts and I'm, like, devouring them in front of you. I will unravel you. So I really don't know what to expect. I'm excited. I'm a little half-chubbed. Work of fiction. Okay, girl. Okay. This work of fiction contains grotesque images that may disturb some viewers. I am not some viewers. I'm a bad bitch who loves gore. Do not modify grotesque images. Obscure focus on grotesque images. Obscure focus on lower brightness on grotesque images. Do not modify. I love my gore. Okay, we're going right into it. Holy shit. Okay. Jesus Christ. That's a little loud, though. Oh, my ears. Yeah, there will be no pornography in this stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna fucking, like, I'm gonna get blasted into oblivion. Hashtag Y, the wriggling mass of flesh glorbles. It's bottom speaking, chat. Oh my god. I was like, Wintry. Me when I wake up during the morning. Me before I go to work. Someone is not having a good day. I wager. Someone is not having a good day. He died, dog. 3 such creatures sit around the table in front of me, slurping filthy sludge from their cups as they crave whines, growls, and sounds that I cannot describe. Oh my god. I saw you playing this and I had to jump in. Well, look at it. There's a scene in the game that shows frontal nudity, even in the Steam version. I literally have shown ass and tit in Cyberpunk, and in Baldur's Gate 3, there is some nudity that is not, if it's not sexual, there's no dick involved, like, into pussy, it's fine. And if it's not fine, hey, I'll get a fucking, like, suspension. It is what it is. Hi, Hi, Cave. Bro, you're speaking in tongues I do not understand. Speak to me in English, motherfucker. Oh, wow, okay. Beautiful scenery. Beautiful scenery we got here. By listening carefully, I'm able to grasp the gist of this conversation and respond when it is required of me. This is necessary to avoid arousing their suspicion. However these creatures look, they are my friends, apparently. Okay, okay, bro. He does not look happy to be there. I wish I could still deny it, but I gave up on it a long time ago. Night after night, I went to sleep praying for an end to this nightmare, only to wake up each morning to the same twisted hellscape as the day before. I know now that I have to blend in, I have to act like one of them. Such has been my life these past 3 months, and so it will remain until the day I die. Hi, demon! I'm communicating with them efficiently. And thank you for the 19 months, Doc. I have a BL print for you. Oh my god. Nice! Thank you, I really appreciate that, man. That's really sweet of you. Going here on the BN rabbit hole. I have done BNs before in the past. I have yet to complete it. I started Fourth Party. I need to get back into it. Judging by its tone, this one must be Koji. And the one next to him, squealing more than the other, who probably owe me. Which means that the one next to me is Yo. Yo! Though I can no longer see any trace of her once attractive features, I try my best to ignore this rotten stench of excrement that issues from her quivering flesh. Ew! That bitch is smelly! Oh my god. They don't even just smell like fucking meat, man. They just smell like shit. Fourth Party is a visual novel, technically speaking. There's a lot of wordy shit. But you are right, this is more of a VM. Everything has changed. Or almost everything. By some cruel trick of fate, my relationship to the world alone remains the same. As if an insane architect took the blueprints of my life and rebuilt it out of blood and gore. These monsters and I were part of the same college club. We studied together, ate together. We even went skiing together and went one with every winter break. Fuck. Is this a college age, man? Now these are but painful memories of days that never will return. Oh, okay, never mind. He is old and jaded. If only no one recognized me, I might have been able to disconnect myself from the world. I would have been comforting in comparison to believe that I had been abducted by aliens. Or that I had stumbled through a gateway to hell. But no, this is beyond a doubt the city where I was born and raised, society that I was part of for 20 years, save that I and I alone can no longer see it that way. The world as I knew it is gone. I have no place to call home. Hola, panadero. I need to fucking blow my nose real quick. Halloween, my guy. I am so fucking sick of my allergies, bro. Oh my god. Hi, Doomsday. Girl, you are loud as fuck! No, I don't want to play fucking Mahjong with you. Shut the fuck up, man. Anyway, I can tell whatever they're discussing is of no importance to me. I decide to keep quiet while pretending to listen. But just then... Hey! Fuminori! One of the flesh beasts says as it swivels its bloodshot eyes towards me. What do you think? About what? I try to desperately suppress my loathing and behave normally, but but my hoarse voice, it ruins that attempt. We're talking about this year's ski trip. You're coming too, right? A slimy hole near the top of the creature writhed knocking as it vomits some semblance of words. That must be Koji's face, or what I would have seen as much as such 3 months ago. Unable to stomach the sight of it, I averted my eyes and I gave a neutral answer. I'm so shit at reading, by the way. I'm very sorry. No. Config menu. Voices. Voice volume. Please and thank you.
それは世界を犯す恋。
I need to lower the fucking... Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm not going fucking deaf. Words are hard. Hi, sheep. I mean, Spartan, fuck. I don't know why I called you that. God, it's so fucking loud! Oh my god! Fuck! You have other plans?
Yeah,
Not really. These were my closest companions. One of them have even wished to be more. How many nights have I spent crying in loneliness and lamenting friends who no longer exist? In 3 months, my tears ran dry, and now there's only loathing left in me, surrounded by hideous creatures that I can only assume are Koji, Omi, and Yo. I spend each day trying to act as I always have. If I fail at this, I'll surely be sent back to the hospital. Only this time, I'll be locked away forever. No matter what, I won't let that happen. God. Oh, I can, like, very faintly hear them talk. I mean, it's not like physical activity could affect your injuries, right?
どうだろうな。今日の診療で先生に聞いてみる。
I'm not sure. I'll ask the doctor during my checkup. That's it. I can't look at them or bear it and they're screeching any longer. Oh, I fucking suck. I need to, like, brush up on my reading shit. I jump to my feet, desperate to escape. Hey, Kuminori! A spray of stringy slime from the cilia around its voice boxes flies at me. Ew. I try to cover myself, but too late to keep the slime from splattering across my face like the yolk of a rotten egg. Wood! There's something deeply wrong with you, man. I want to grab a chair, a desk, anything within reach, and use it to smash the life out of this creature, ending it all. Yummers! I barely suppress the impulse. I mustn't let on that something is wrong. However they look to me, this is the world, I'm the outsider here.
だから今日も診療なんだ。もう時間だから。
Like I said, today's my checkup, I've gotta go. Struggling to put on a smile, I reach into my wallet, pull out the first bill I find, and put it on the table without even looking at it. I don't care about change, I just need to get out of here now.
それじゃ。
Later, I mutter hastily and flee the cafeteria. I'm not crazy.
ねえねえ、今度のスキーだけどさ、今年はどっかスケートも遊べるところにしない？
Regan, what the fuck are you doing? How did I fucking... Oh, right. Everything is so fucking loud! Oh!
さやの歌。
それは世界を犯す恋。
Dude, I don't know. I just got to play the game today. I have no idea what Saya no Uta is about. Saya no Puta. Uta not Saya-ing. Hey, says Takahata Omi. Why don't we go somewhere we can skate for this year's trip? Ski trip. Oh, these names are gonna fuck me up. Sukuyama Yo frowns at the suggestion.
スケート？わざわざスキー場にまで行ってスケート？
Skate? But why do we go to a ski resort to skate?
勘弁してやってくれよ、つくば。
こいつ今そっちにハマってんだ。
Give her a break, Tsukuba. It's all she talks about these days. Koji supports Omi with a laugh. Her impromptu suggestions are nothing new, and it's Koji's role as her boyfriend to provide backup. They're a good match for each other, Yo thinks. Sometimes it makes her jealous.
なんせオウミってさ、この前この年になって初めてスケートやったんだ。
I mean, she'd seriously never gone skating before I took her the other day.
何よ。スケートしたことなかったのがそんなに不思議？
Hey! Is it really that strange?
20歳になって初体験ってのは興味そうそういないんじゃないかな。
Not many people start skating in their 20s, you know.
子供の頃はなんとなく怖かったのよ。あの靴、なんだか刃物みたいでさ。
I was scared when I was little. Those shoes looked like big knives.
でもいきなりやって滑れたの？オウミちゃんすごくない？
But you picked it up just like that. That's pretty amazing, Omi.
容量はスキーとそう変わるもんじゃないからな。重心を前に出して靴の前のヘリでコントロールする感覚とか。
It's a lot like skiing. You can put your weight forward and use the angle of the shoes to steer.
コウジにそう言われたもんだからさ、騙されたと思ってやってみたわけよ。そうしたらもう楽しくって。
Dude, I fucking tried skiing once when I was like 9 and I was crying the entire time. I was so fucking scared of getting shit in the ice. It was so fucking bad, dude. I've never tried it again. My Oshi isn't doing silly voices for each character. This one should sound like Marge. What? He made it sound so easy, so I figured I should give it a try, and that was fun. I can't do that. And it was fun. So it was a date. Yo feels a stab of envy. Koji and Omi enjoy their time together as normal lovers do. That's certainly not something that should make her jealous. It's just that her luck in love has been bad.
私も見てみたいな。オウミちゃんがスケートやるところ。
Is that your Marge Simpson? Fuck, it's worse than Judy's. Hey man, I have a fucking chest cold, okay? Okay? I'm not gonna do that. Oh well, I wanna see Omi skate too. Yo keeps her voice upbeat, trying to cover up her disquiet. She knows that it's wrong to envy her friends. She too would be spending time with the man she admires, if not for the terrible tragedy that befell him. His is true misfortune. Her bad luck doesn't just begin to compare.
だからさ、ね、今度のスキー旅行、ついでにスケート旅行にしちゃえば2倍美味しく楽しいってわけよ。
So, how about it? If we make the next ski trip a skating trip too, it'll be twice as fun.
でもさ、スケートはスケートリンクに行けばできるじゃない。わざわざスキー場に行ってまでやる？
Why am I looking up like that? Girl, stop. Stop it. Hold on. But can you skate at a skating rink? Can't you? Why go all the way to a ski resort?
だから屋内じゃなくてさ、屋外スケート。凍った湖とかで滑れるところ。
I don't want to skate indoors! I want to skate outside or on a lake or something! I can't fucking do it. I'm sorry.
そんな都合のいいとこあるかな。なんだかすっごく混んでそう。
Hold on. That sounds fun, but won't it be crowded? While speaking, Yo sneaks a sideways glance at the young man sitting next to her. Although the conversation involved only 3 people so far, there were in fact 2 couples in the cafeteria table. Yo's boyfriend, though there's still some doubt over whether he could be called that, is beside her as silent and expressionless as a statue.
なあ、文則。お前はどう思う？
Hey, Fuminori, what do you think? Perhaps Koji sensed Yo's pain in his usual quieted and considerate way.
どうって。
Bro looks so fucking unhappy. He does not want to be there, man. About what? The cause of Yo's distress. Saki Saka, Fuminori, responds to Koji's sudden query with a vague, mumbled question of his own.
いや、だからさ、今年の冬のスキーだよ。お前も行くよな。
Rest assured, this VN doesn't have incest in it. As someone who has played the coffin of Andy and Lele, I would not be shocked, nor really moved. I don't really give a shit. I am very unfazed by most things. We're talking about this winter ski trip. You're coming too, right? Koji speaks gingerly, as though probing a tumor. A few months ago, he could not have hesitated to rebuke Fuminori for his attitude. Their long acquaintance had forged a strong and honest friendship, but now...
わからない。
I don't know. Fuminori responds bluntly, his own downcast eyes and sullen demeanor making it clear that he's no desire to break his silence.
何か他の予定でもあるのか？
You have plans?
いや、別に。
Not really. Even Koji, Fuminori's best friend, cannot communicate with him as before. What hope does Yo have of breaking through his shell? The scars left by the events of that late summer day are still deep these months later. Each one of the four bears them, not only Fuminori. The book?
なあ、別に運動するのが傷に触るとかそういうわけでもないんだろ？
I mean, it's not like a physical activity could affect your injuries, right?
どうだろうな。今日の診療で先生に聞いてみる。
Fuck, man, how can I be this bad at fucking reading? Not sure. I'll ask the doctor during my checkup. As though that answer drained the last of his patience, Fuminori bolts out of his chair.
おい、文則！
Hey, Fuminori! Even Koji can't keep his voice from rising as he tries to stop Fuminori from leaving. Fuminori reacts swiftly, throwing his hand over his face as if to shield himself from something terrifying. Maybe some split flew inadvertently from Koji's mouth, but that happens sometimes. Fuminori's reaction is beyond the pale.
だから今日も診療なんだ。もう時間だから。
Like I said, Fuminori snaps, making no attempt to relieve the discomfort of his friends. Today's my checkup. I have to go. Even as he tosses money on the table to pay for his coffee, he acts like he's touching something filthy.
それじゃあ。
Later. Oh! Okay, so this is how things are actually playing out. But in his mind, they are really fucked up for some reason. Dude, that trauma guy is bringing the mood down to the group. Man, I get it. He's autistic. Oh my fucking god. Fuminori stalks out of the cafeteria, almost as if he's running away. Cloaked in heavy silence, the remaining three lower their gaze to the table, where the abandoned 10,000 yen bill sways forlornly. Fuminori's coffee is untouched.
やってられないわね。もう。
Cloaked in heavy silence, the remaining three lower their gaze to the table. Fuck, sorry. I can't take this anymore. Omi says with a sigh, but Koji shakes his head reproachfully.
文則にはもう少し時間が必要なんだと思う。
Fuminori needs a little bit more time.
だってもう3ヶ月よ。なんなのよあれ。付き合ってるこっちが変になりそうよ。
But it's been 3 months. What's with its attitude? I feel like I'm going crazy hanging out around him.
俺だってわからない。わかるはずもないと思う。
Hey, I don't understand what he's going through either. I don't think any of us can.
お前だって想像つくか？あんなひどい形で家族全員を奪われて平気でいられるわけないよ。
Can you imagine losing your whole family like that? That could screw anyone up. Could have happened to anyone. A tractor trailer flipped on the highway, crushing the Sakisaka family car into a twisted scrap. Holy shit. They said it had been difficult to tell the bodies from Fuminori's parents apart. Oh god! Jesus! For a while, it looked as if there was no hope for Fuminori either. There is nothing short of a miracle that he was able to leave the hospital and return to normal life.
見舞いに行った時なんてもっとひどかったじゃないか。誰が誰かも分からずに怯えて暴れてベッドに縛り付けられて。
So this guy's like super fucking trauma. Super traumatized. Okay, so his parents were literally... His family was tossed into a giant fucking trash compactor. Dog! Fuck, man. Hi, Quill. It was worse when we went to the hospital to see him, remember? He was terrified of us. Like he didn't know who we were. He even had to be tied to the bed. He freaked out so bad.
今は よくあそこまで立ち直ってくれたと思う。
I'm just glad he's made it this far.
それにしたって変よ、咲坂くん。私たちのこと見る目つき、あれ何なの？
There's still
まる
something
でこっ
strange
ち
about
が
him.
人間じゃないみたい。
There's still something strange about him. What's with the way he looks at us? It's like we're not even human.
よせ、近江。
Cut it out, Omi, Koji says forcefully. Probably less out of empathy for his friend than out of consideration for Yo. While Koji's kindness makes her happy, Yo also knows that she mustn't take advantage of it. Fuminori is the victim, just as Koji said. He's the one who deserves most sympathy. Yo's feelings for Fuminori are her problem and no one else's. She doesn't blame Fuminori for not giving her an answer after she worked up the courage to ask him out. In fact, she thinks even more fondly of him for taking the time to consider that she would have had the time to consider that she would have had had he treated their relationship casually. Fuck me! Apparently, the fact that Fuminori did not reject her was enough to make them a couple in Koji and Omi's eyes. They've had plenty of fun at Yo and Fuminori's expense since. The truth of it, though, is that he still hasn't given her an answer. After revealing her feelings to him, Yo didn't see Fuminori again until a week later. And then she could only stare at his broken body through the window of the ICU. That's really fucked up. Oh my gosh, he's parasocial. And when he was finally released, after 50 days that seemed an eternity, he was somehow different. She's starting to doubt that he even remembers what she confessed to him before the accident. Now winter's coming, and her feelings hang forgotten in the cold, lonely air. Oh, boo-hoo! Boo-fucking-hoo, lady! Dr. Tonbo has never had a more troublesome patient.
その後の経過はどうですか、咲坂さん。
Any changes since your last visit?
いいえ、別段。
No, nothing
こ
to
れといっ
speak
て
of.
問題もなく。
His voice is hard and flat. His words tossed carelessly into the wind, like he's speaking to himself in an empty room. Ryoko's a surgeon, not a psychiatrist, but even she can sense the thickness of the wall he has erected between himself and the world.
吐き気やめまい、幻聴や幻覚といった体験は？
Would, the doctor. Honestly fucking same. She's a baddie. Any nausea, dizziness, or hallucinations?
いえ、何も。
No. While Sakisaka appears to be looking at Ryoko, his gaze is actually aimed at a fraction down to the side. He's only superficially engaged in the conversation. When in truth, it does not interest him in the slightest. A perfect rejection. Realizing that she can't interview him like this, Ryoko sighs and sets her chart
咲
aside.
坂さん、あなたが当院で受けた処置は脳神経医学の分野では世界的に最先端の治療でした。そのことはご存知ですよね。
Hi, Ice. Mr. Sakisaka, the procedure you received at this hospital was the latest in experiment neurosurgery. We explained this before, didn't we? Treatment of subdural hematoma through the use of micromachines, a procedure available in Japan exclusively at the T University, had been the only way to save Sakisaka. Sakisaka! Fuck his name! I'm just gonna call him Fuminori. Fuminori from cerebral concussion that should have been fatal.
最先端であるということは、まだまだデータの出揃っていない危険性の伴う治療法だったという意味でもあります。
With any experimental treatment, there is always a risk of unexpected complications.
そうでしょうね。
Of course. Fuminori's lips twist slightly in what might be a bitter or mocking smile, but it is gone before Ryoko can discern its meaning.
普通こんなことを言って脅かすのは医者として問題なんですが、
Normally, I would never say anything to frighten a patient.
施術後に重大な脳障害をきたしたケースも報告されているんです。予後の経過には十分に注意しなければなりません。
But there have been reports of serious neurological disorders post-surgery. We must continue to monitor your condition carefully. Hence these weekly checkups. If only he had taken them a little bit more seriously.
先週の MRI はどうでした？
How was last week's MRI? I hate how they like flip between Sakisaka and Fuminori because it's throwing me the fuck off. Asked abruptly, as if to catch Ryoko off guard. MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, is a way for doctors to examine the brain in detail without opening the patient's skull. Surprised by Fuminori's uncommon technical knowledge, Ryoko recalled his
そ
profile.
ういえばあなたも医者の卵だったわね。
Oh, that's right, you're a medical student, aren't you?
先生が心配しているような脳機能不全は画像診断だけでも十分にわかるはずですよね。
The kind of anomaly...
何か異常はあったんですか？
The kind of anomaly you're worried about should show up in the MRI, right? Did you find anything?
いいえ、
No. There was nothing, not even the slightest hint of abnormal activity. For a procedure to be with such a low rate of success, the results have been nothing but short of miraculous. However, something still bothers Ryoko. She can't shake the feeling that he's hiding something beneath his guarded exterior, some terrible weight on his soul, perhaps. But if it's an inorganic problem, then there's nothing she can do as long as he refuses to explain it.
大丈夫ですよ先生。現に僕は今こうして病院の外でも何不自由なく生活しています。
I'm
問
fine.
題なんてないでしょ。
I've been on my own for 3 months without any problems. What could go wrong now?
ねえ咲坂さん、こういった難しい手術は予後不断が原則なんです。もう少し私たちを信用してもらえませんと。
Please, you know that continued observation is required for these difficult surgeries. You need to trust us a little bit more.
そうですよね。僕だって先生方を信用したい。どんな相談にも乗ってもらえるんですか？
Fuck! I'm knocking my shit over. Hold on. I suppose you're right. I do want to trust you, Doctor. Can I come to you with anything?
ええ、もちろん。
Yeah, of course, Ryoko answers, smiling to cover up her irritation. Fuminori asked her exactly the same question during last week's visit.
じゃあ先週の話の続きなんですが、先生、あれから大貝教授については何か分かりましたか？
Hi, Yuki. Thank you for the 2 months. Well then, let's pick up where we left off. Have you learned anything about Dr. Ogai? Ugh. The fucking anime. Unable to answer, Ryoko hardens the mask of her smile. As before, the patient is inquiring about someone whom he has no business knowing.
大貝教授のことは、あなたの治療とは何の関係もないでしょ？
If you don't mind me asking, what does Dr. Ogai have to do with your treatment?
信頼しろと言った矢先にいきなり隠し事ですか？
You just told me to trust you and now you're keeping secrets. Ryoko's used to patients treating her with hostility. Some degree of paranoia is natural when dealing with a patient whose mistakes could kill you. In Fuminori, whatever the fuck his name is, however, she doesn't see that anxiety other patients exhibit. His demeanor is perfectly calm, almost like a detective questioning a suspect.
何分、だいぶ前にここを辞められた方ですからね。私個人としても交流があったわけではないし。
Moans shockingly. He left this hospital some time ago. I never really had any contact with him myself.
辞めた理由はご存知ない。
Do you know why he left?
ええ、おそらく個人的な事情でしょうね。
Yes, I believe it was personal. Ryoko answered smoothly, her earlier hesitation gone. Having decided to lie, she has no trouble doing so with a straight face.
それにしても、咲坂さん、なぜあなたはそんなに大貝教授にこだわるんです？
But why do you keep asking about Dr. Ogai? Are you acquainted?
教授は今失踪中なんです。
Unanswered,
知ってました。
Uwu. Die. Where the fuck is my bird? No, where the fuck is my bird, dude? I don't fucking see him. Where is he? Hold on. He is cowering in fear because there's no light on. Hold on. This fucking bird, man. He is so fucking afraid of the dark, it's not even funny. There. You Get out of your fucking cage now, Jesus. Oh my god. He needs the light of God. Dude, fuck, man. I don't know why he's like this. Also, I will be right back, since I'm fucking sick and my throat is dry as shit. I really could use some water. Give me 1 second. Gabe, stop showing your pussy. Put it away, man. Put it away. That looks like a pussy. It looks like someone spread fucking legs. Or maybe I'm just fucked up. Did you know that the doctor has gone missing? Shit?
いいえ。
No. This is the work of the patriarchy once more. Once more with feeling. I'm fucked up. Dude, same. Hi, Doc. Hello. Hi, Doc number 2. Ryoka realizes her answer may have been a little too quick. She should have acted more surprised.
近頃教授の身内の人間と懇意にしていましたね。その人から調査を頼まれているんです。
I've recently become close with a relative of his. It was she who asked me to find him. A relative. Ryoka considers this with a frown.
大貝教授に縁者の方はおられないはずですが。
I didn't think Dr. Ogai had any relatives.
おお、誰から聞きました？
Oh, who told you that?
それは噂話に。
I heard it from a nurse. Ryoko replies, remembering that she just claimed to have no contact with the man. Bitch, you lying!
なるほど。そんなことが噂になる程度には、大貝教授は有名人だったわけですね。
I see. The doctor was famous enough to have nurses gossiping about him.
まあ一風変わった人だったみたいですね。
I hear he was an unusual man.
なのに、誰も彼が大学を辞めた理由を知らないと。
But no one knows why he left the university. God damn it, why does that fucking keep happening? My chat is being weird. Fucking hate you, Twitch overlay. Piss me off! Ryoko falls silent, knowing that this isn't a topic she can brush away with a smile. Go! Fumidori seems to have finally grasped her mood, however, as his strangely stiff tone softens a little.
先生、僕はどうしても大貝教授に会わなきゃならないんです。
Please, I have to find Dr. Ogai.
彼がいなくなったせいで、行く当てがなくなり困っている子がいるんです。
There's a girl who needs
力になってもらえませんか？
Can't you help me?
それはむしろ警察の領分なんじゃないかしら。
Isn't this something the police should handle? Although she makes it sound like the most obvious thing in the world, the suggestion is actually a gamble. If Ogai's disappearance becomes a police matter, then the university will be investigated. Everyone who was involved in the incident will be risk of exposure. And of course, that includes Ryoko herself. She knows, however, that Saka is unlikely to go to the police. First of all, his excuse is obviously a lie. They already made sure that Ogai had no relatives who might come looking for him, which is why they could bury the truth of what happened. But then how did Saki Saka, a mere patient, learn about Ogai?
崎坂さん、私の知っている範囲のことは喜んでお教えします。ですが、大貝教授は今年の4月に辞表を出して、以後は何の音信もないんです。
I'd be happy to help, but there's no word from Ogai since he resigned last April.
どこか長期の旅行にでも行かれたか、その程度しか想像つきません。
Hola, Federico. Yes, we are. We are playing the Trauma VN. I'd be happy to help, but there's been no word from Dr. Ogai since he resigned last April. I can only assume that he's gone for an extended vacation.
そうですか。
Ow, my fucking elbow. I see. Dude, I would be a horrible fucking voice actress. Expecting resistance, Ryoko is surprised when Saki Saka backs down. She's still worried about his condition, and the mysterious link between him and Ogai is only making her more uneasy. But as long as he doesn't open up to her, there's nothing she can do. After a brief pause, Ryoko writes, Progress good on Saki Saka's chart for the day.
崎坂さん、それでは来週の診察ですが、今日と同じ4時でも。
About next week, this is really hard to do when you're fucking allergies just like flaring up. About next week's appointment. How does 4 o'clock sound again? Okay, man! It looks like someone sprayed the walls with pig guts from ceiling to floor. What color should the walls of the hospital be? White, of course. And to the creatures of rotten flesh shambling around me. I'm sure this hallway looks just as white as it should. I know, intellectually, that the walls are white. I know that the flesh beasts are really human. I'm the one with the problem, and it's because I've accepted that I've accepted that this is... Fuck me. I've accepted that this... Fuck! I've accepted this, that I'm able to lead something approaching a normal life. Fuck! Why am I having so much fucking trouble? Like, with the wording, I don't know, it's throwing me off. Even if my university's medical department is nowhere near as good as the T universities, I'm still a medical student specializing in neurology. I have a basic idea of what has happened to me, though it's hard to believe. This isn't a pathological condition. It's probably some form of agnosia unlike anything that has ever been studied before. The flesh beast called Tanbo said that the other patients had developed a neurological disorder after receiving the same treatment I did. So I guess I'm just another failure. It makes me want to laugh in that know-it-all doctor's face. I used to have reoccurring dreams that looked like this. Holy shit, brother! That's really fucked up. Oh my god. That said, I don't blame the doctors who operated on me. After all, I do owe them my life. I know as well as anyone how low the chance of success was, and that I had no other hope of survival. Oh my fucking god, dude. I was unlucky. That's all there is to it. The point is that my condition isn't treatable. Just like someone adapting to a hearing aid or a wheelchair, I have no choice but to adapt to this nauseating scenery. Of course it's hard. It wasn't easy to resign myself to this fate. But now there's more than just despair, even for me. There's a glimmer of hope. Keeping my eyes on my feet, I hurry home. God. I live in a quiet suburban neighborhood, in a house that's too much large for me alone. My parents, even luckier than I was, died in an accident 3 months ago. I can't even go to the funeral for being in intensive care. I had to tell my father's business, but at least that left me with the house and enough money to live on my own for a while. Of course I'm sad, but the accident took more from me than my parents. In fact, being on my own has probably saved me. If they were still alive, my parents would have never allowed me to live with some strange girl.
おかえり。
Jesus Christ. Nightmare blunt rotation, real shit. As I open the door, a bright voice greets me from the kitchen. The voice is beautiful and clear as a bell. Human. Its sweet sound washes away the day's cacophony from my memory.
ただいまさや。
I'm home, Saya. Even the patter of feet coming down the hallway is music to my ears. Nowhere else in the city can I hear such footsteps. Only in this house with Saya am I so privileged.
遅かったね。ちょっと心配しちゃったぞ。
You're late, I was a little worried.
ごめんよ。今日は病院に寄っていく日だったから。
Belle! Sorry, I had to stop by the hospital today.
ああ、そうだっけ。
Oh, how? That was today?
I guess I'm gonna give her that voice. And her smile, and the inquisitive tilt of her head is everything that I have lost. Since my accident, this girl is the only person I've met, perhaps the only person in the entire world who does not trigger my cognitive disorder. True, her skin seems too white, and the color of her eyes and hair is probably different in reality, but even so, her form is undeniably human. And it's not just her appearance, it's in her voice either. As I bend down to take off my shoes, Saya wraps her arms around my neck and pulls me gently into her chest. Her skin feels truly human, not cold or slimy, and from her hair wafts a sweet feminine fragrance. Ah! In all the world, only Saya is pleasing to my 5 senses. And what's more, she smiles at me, embraces me. I'm rock solid! She knows that she is my salvation, and for some reason is happy that I need her. If I had not met Saya, I had been all alone in this twisted, filthy-ridden world. I would no doubt succumb to my madness. It is no exaggeration to say that Saya alone is keeping me alive. Finally, a Reddit love story! Jesus fucking Christ! Thank you for the 3 months, dude. Thank you.
今日は一日どうしてた？
What did you do today?
今の模様替え。もう半分ぐらい塗り終わったよ。で、今はね、文則の晩ご飯作ってるの。昼間テレビで作り方やってたから。
I worked on the living room. The painting's half done. And now I'm making your dinner like I've learned from the TV.
Fuck! So hard to fucking do that with a straight face.
そうか。
Sounds
楽し
good.
みだな。
もうちょっと時間かかりそうなの。待っててくれる？
It'll take a little longer. Can you wait?
いいよ。じゃあ僕は今の続きをやってる。
Sure, I'll do some more work from the living room. After I see the humming Saya off to the kitchen, I step into the living room. Of meat! Jesus Christ. I realized one day that if the natural colors of the world were sickening, all I had to do was paint over them with colors that seemed pleasant. I went to the hardware store and bought every color of paint I could find. Then Saya and I tried different combinations until we found one that worked. After painting the bedroom from ceiling to floor, I was finally able to get my first good night's sleep ever since the accident. When we first started in the living room, Saya, unsure of what to do with the curtains, just painted carefully around the windows. Without moments of hesitation, I tore the curtains down and painted over the glass itself. There will never be anything out there that I'll want to see. As long as we keep the storm shutters closed, the neighbors probably won't think anything of it. Is this what being a VTuber's roommate is like? Walls included?
ご飯
こっちで食べよ
Oops.
う。持ってきてくれるか。
Dinner's ready.
Can you bring it in here? As she enters the living room with a tray of food, Saya sniffs the air.
ペンキの匂い平気
The paint smell doesn't bother you? Now that she mentions it, I suppose the smell of paint thinner must be building up in this closed room. It doesn't really bother me, though. There are far worse smells outside.
さやは嫌いかい？
Does it bother you?
ううん平気文則が大丈夫ならいい
High off paint fumes! Saya sets the food on the table. Unfortunately, neither its color nor its smell are at all appetizing. Not that food elsewhere is any
いた
different.
だきます。
Thanks, Saya. As has become routine, I seal myself and methodologically transport the food into my mouth. Oh god, the taste is as gut-wrenching as I expected, but it's not of Saya's fault. I'm sure she made it exactly as the cooking show did. I'm sure my taste buds won't accept it.
美味しくない
It's not good.
She asks hesitantly.
まあね。
Oh, no. Lying will make Saya happy. She knows about my condition.
気にしないで明日はまた別のものを作ってあげるから
Don't worry about it. I'll make something different tomorrow.
ごめんな、いつも。せっかく作ってくれたのに。
I'm sorry. You know you always go to the trouble of cooking, but I...
いいのよこうやっていろいろ試していけばいつか文則でも美味しく食べられるメニューが見つかるかもしれないじゃない
It's fine. If I keep trying, maybe I'll find something you like.
In my current state, eating is nothing more than an unwelcome duty. As much as I hate it, I need food to survive. If I stay alive, then perhaps one day, as Saya says, I'll be able to taste something delicious again. I met Saya, didn't I?
さやは食べないの？
Aren't you gonna eat?
私はもう済ましたから
No, I already ate.
In all the time we've been together, Saya has never once eaten with me. I don't know why she refuses to do so. It makes me a little sad. Still, I'm not about to push the issue. Not when she's putting up with all my problems I
そういえ
have.
ば、今日もう一度病院で君のお父さんのこと聞いてみた。
By the way, I asked about your father again.
パパの
You did?
Dr. Olga is Saja's father and her only living relative. Saya has asked me to unravel the mystery of his disappearance.
やっぱり何も教えてくれない。何か隠している雰囲気なんだが。
Call him Van Gogh the way he ruined his... Jesus Christ. Hi, Timmy. Have a good one, dog. Good night. They still wouldn't tell me anything. I get the feeling they're hiding something.
そう
Oh.
As expected... I expected Saya to be a little bit more disappointed.
心配じゃないのかい？お父さんのこと。
You haven't given up, have you?
ううんそういうわけじゃないの
Can you guys hear me? Just fine. Like, this angle. Which fast food brand would he taste the same in his condition? I don't fucking know. KFC. Maybe. Possibly. Hi, Deke. Hello. No, Saya responds with an unreasonable expression. It's not that. She gives a little shake of her head and smiles at me once again.
ありがとう文則私のためにいろいろと
Thank you for all you're doing for me.
君はそれ以上のことを僕のためにしてくれるんだ。
It's nothing compared to what you've done for me. I thank her for the meal and settle my chopsticks down to the perfectly clean plate as as wretched as the taste was. Thinking of the care Saya put into it gave me the strength to finish every bite.
じゃあお風呂にする
Is it bath time?
また背中流してくれるか？
Yeah, will you wash my back again?
Sure.
Ever since Saya moved in, it's been like having my own life. Eyes widen really fucking wide. Oh! Hey! Saya, why are you so good to me? Holy fucking paint, dog! Oh my god! Holy fucking paint, dude! God damn! Is this truly what you want? What am I? That you can give yourself to me, body and soul. Power washing, dude, fucking... Is this merely sympathy? You pity me, the exile from society. Is that enough for you to surrender yourself to such mad desire? Are you so wanton? Saya is here. She's with me now. Only this moment is her existence certain. Only in this moment is her existence certain. Only when I am joined with her, I can believe. No matter what cruel fate might await me, Saya, there is nothing I fear more than losing you.
文則、泣いてるの？
Can you imagine the smell? Dude, that fucking probably smells foul. Like a fucking bukkake of paint. I mean, are you crying? I realize that my cheeks are wet with
どう
tears.
してなんだ、サヤ。なぜ僕にここまでしてくれる？
Hi, Saya. Why do you feel so far from me?
文則、
わからない。
Like that.
わからないのに僕だけがどんどん君に惹かれていく。君なしじゃ耐えられなくなっていく。
I don't understand it. I don't. But I'm losing myself to you more every day. I can't live without you, Saya. I wrap my arms tighter around her, praying that our bodies will melt together and never be apart. Brother...
教えてくれ。どうすれば君を失わずにいられる？僕は何をすればいい？どうやって君に報いればいい？
Tell me, please! What must I do to keep you with me? How can I repay you? Bro, I opened the fucking cage so you could be out of your fucking cage and you're in your fucking cage? I swear to fucking God! Okay, fine, be that way, motherfucker. Dude, he is like up my ass whenever I come into my streaming room to get out of the room, and there he is, in his fucking cage like a goddamn chud. Oh, he makes me so fucking mad!
こうやって抱いていて。
Keep holding me. Saya whispers into my chest.
文則に抱いてもらうの大好き。
I want to stay like this forever.
だから私は文則から離れたりしない。
I won't leave you, Fuminori.
なぜ僕なんだ？
Why me?
それはね、文則が一人ぼっちだから。
Because you're all alone. She says softly, gazing into my eyes with those big fucking eyes.
それはさやも一人ぼっちだったから。
Alone, just like me. The sorrow in her voice resonates with my own. There is a deep loneliness in her eyes. A loneliness from which I now spring boundless affection.
だからさやにも文則しかいないの。
Don't look at me with them big old eyes. He's so fucking cute. You're all I have.
この世でただ一人だけ私を抱きしめてくれる大好きな文則。
God damn it, chat. Don't make me fucking laugh. This is serious business.
You're all I have in the wide world. Only you can embrace me, my precious Fuminori.
I fucking hate talking like that. I need to encompass the character. Now I know. No matter what horrors this world unleashes upon me, all I'll ever need is Saya. There he goes again!
He's so fucking loud. It smells like paint.
He always determined to talk to him again. Today! Today! Not tomorrow! Today! Nothing will happen as long as she hesitates. It will only prolong her suffering. Bitch, that man is taken! That's the taken man! The time has come to show courage once again. He will reject you. He is taken by a presumed normal individual. Normal, in massive air quotes. Girl, you are not that attractive. I'ma be so for real. Yo's fourth period on Thursdays is biology. This is her chance to see Fuminori. As a required course with many students, lecture is held in large hall in a large hall that can seat that can seat well over 200, but since the room is usually only half full, it is rarely difficult for Yo to find the seat she wants. Yo prefers to sitting near the center, where this is fuck, I can't fucking talk, man. Where it is the easiest to hear the professor. Most of the students congregate in the area for the same reason. Fuminori usually sits beside her, although given the ambiguous state of their relationship, she knows better than to take this for granted. Still, she tries to save a seat for her whenever when possible. Fuck! Dog, your Oshi is literally fucking illiterate. The classroom isn't crowded today, so Yo is able to set her bag on the seat next to her without inconveniencing anyone. When the professor arrives at the usual time class starts, there is still no sign of Fuminori. After waiting about 10 minutes, Yo scans the room furtively. I give up. Fuminori's there, sitting alone in the back of the corner. Did he miss Yo when he came in? No, he couldn't have. And besides, no serious student would willingly sit so far away from the front. Feeling miserable, Yo slides her bag back over herself. Girl, he is not interested in you. He does not like you like that. My Hoshi can't read. I'm just out of practice. I don't read out loud a lot. I don't read out loud, period. Fuminori's out the door the moment class ends. Yo barely manages to catch up to him before he disappears down the hallway.
Sakisaka-san! Fuminori! I want you
Fuminori jerks at the sound of his name. You would think she just screamed at him.
何か
What do you want, you fucking bitch? That fucking face, dude! Dude, I learned how to fucking read in Spanish, man. What? He turns to her and asks reluctantly. Now that they're face to face, Yo is painfully aware how much weight Fuminori has lost. His sunken eyes and protruding cheekbones are far cry from the features familiar to her. She wonders whether he's under a lot of stress or perhaps not getting enough nutrition. Maybe it's both. That's none of your fucking business! You doing that anime voice to make your mic so high-pitched only dogs could hear that. It's because of my fucking noise suppression. Hold on, wait. I need to fucking inch this bitch closer to me. He definitely looks more tense than he should. Afraid even. Though what? She can't imagine. His eyes move restlessly from point to point. He refuses to look Yo in the eye. It hurts to see Fuminori this way. What could have changed him so? Today, she reminds herself, rekindling the flame of courage in her heart.
お話があるんです。ちょっといいですか?
I want to talk to you about something. Do you have the time?
I need to be locked up! The courtyard is empty and silent. No one is willing to sit and chat in the cold of November air.
話って何?
So what is it? Don't you remember? What the fuck is that evil combination, Zio? Jesus, you're going to hell. Yo almost blurts out the question, but manages to keep her composure.
咲坂さん、最近ちょっと様子が変です。
My bones are quivering for you!
見てて心配になります。
You've been acting strange lately. I'm worried about you.
そうかもね。まあ、あんな目にあった後だから。
I'm very sorry if you heard that in fucking, like, high definition. Well, a lot's happened. He smiles like it's nothing, but even that seems forced. He's even standing precisely one pace further away from... What? Away from her than he used to.
本当に それだけなんですか？
Hey, don't fuck with you, man! Is that really all?
君にはそれだけじゃないように見えるのかい？
What more do you want? Yo managed to keep from flinching at the harshness of his tone.
何か我慢してるみたいに見えます。
It's like you're struggling with something. Rather than answer, Fuminori grinds his toe to the dead grass at his feet. Fearing that her determination might flag, Yo lets the words come as they may.
どうしようもないものを無理して壊れそうになるほど頑張って我慢してるみたいに。
This is not ganbate! It's like there's a terrible weight on your shoulders and it's slowly breaking you.
今の咲坂さんはそう見えます。
That's how you look to me.
そうかい。
Oh, really? Fuminori mutters through clenched teeth, no longer trying to deny it or change the topic. This is an even clearer signal of rejection than his prior evasiveness. But Yo's determination is strong. Today, at least, she won't back down.
友達ってこんな時のためにいると思うんです。
It's times like this, she implores, trying to convey the sincerity of his feelings for him. Of her feelings for him! Oops, I changed your fucking cables. That you need your friends.
ご家族のことは本当に残念だったと思います。
Oh, dear God, she looks fucked up. I feel really bad about your parents.
でも咲坂さんは一人ぼっちじゃありません。友くんや大見ちゃんやそれに。
But you're not alone. You have Koji and Ami and
私が
you have me.
います。
Yo can no longer stop the words pouring from her lips. She fears that if she does not unleash her feelings now, that they will be lost forever!
一人で背負い込んだりしなくても私たちで何とかできることだってあると思うんです。
I think we can help you, so if you don't have to deal with it all by yourself, so you don't have to deal with it all by
た
yourself.
とえ何もできないにしても話してさえくれればあなたが少しでも楽になるかもしれない。
Shut the fuck up, yo! Even if you can't do anything, just talking to us might make you feel better.
私咲坂さんの力になりたいんです。他のみんなも同じ気持ちだと。
I want to help you, we all do, so please tell me.
やめてくれ。
Shut! Stop it! Fuminori shouts, silencing Yo's entreaty. What the fuck is entreaty? She promised herself that she wouldn't back down, but Fuminori's expression is terrible enough to shatter her resolve. The look in his eyes is not of anger or any other warm-blooded emotion, it is of hate. Murderously cold hate.
そういえば君には一つ返事しなきゃいけない要件があったね。
Come to think of it, I never gave you an answer, did I? He remembers. He remembers, and still he has treated her so coldly. That is all the answer she needs. If his words stab any deeper, she might feel... she might very well die. Fucking die! Sasuke, please, I love you!
僕は君のことをとりわけ特別に意識したことなんてなかった。君に好意を持たれてもどう接すればいいのか迷ってた。
Fuminori does not give a fuck! I never saw you in any special way before. When you asked me out, I wasn't sure how to respond.
僕が君のことどう思ってるのか正直な気持ちが自分でもわからなかったから。
I didn't know how I really felt about you back then. Hi Katie, welcome!
咲坂さん。
This OST is pretty solid.
でも今ではもうはっきりと答えが出てる。あれから考える時間だけはたっぷりとあったからね。
But now I can give you an answer. I have plenty of time to think about it. Think about it over, you know?
筑波さん、僕はあんたのことが大嫌い。顔も見たくない。
Oh shit! I hate you, Tsukuba. I don't even want to look at you. Fucking Christ! Oh, he fucking hates me! God damn, dude! Fuck! I mean, to be fair to him, from his perspective, she looks like a fucking writhing mass of flesh. So I'm gonna cut the guy some fucking slack here. Don't cry, Yo tells herself. but too late to stop the tears from pouring out of her eyes.
もう二度と会いたくないっていうのは無理だね。同じ学校に通ってるんだし。
Fuminori has achieved a previously unheard state of being so brain broken that all the normies seem like monster girls, and the only actual monster girl looks like a normie. Yes, fucking right. That's so real, man. I suppose it's too much hope I never see you again. We do go to the same school.
だからせめて今後は僕に声をかけないでくれないか。
So just make this the last time you speak to me, okay?
つくづく。
Your voice makes me sick. How can you be so cruel? Yo whispers in shock and despair. And another thing, you're ugly! You're ugly as fuck! Oh my god, dude, he's fucking... I have to, I'm doing good. And to which Fuminori twists his lips into a malevolent smile.
君さ、少しは頭を冷やした方が良かったんだよ。どうせ大宮浩二にけしかけられてその気になってただけなんだろ
Your monster persona is cringe! You should really try thinking for yourself once in a while. I bet it was Koji and Omi's idea, wasn't it?
自分一人でのぼせてる分には勝手だけどさ、他人を巻き込むなって言うんだ。
Well, you can play at love all you want, but leave me out of it. That's all Yo can take. Even after shedding tears in front of him, she absolutely refuses to let him hear her cry. Any disgrace would be preferable to breaking down here. She runs, fleeing breathlessly from the courtyard with Fuminori's cold smile at her back. God damn, that is the coldest fucking rejection I've ever seen, dude. Omi was the first to catch sight of Yo and Fuminori leaving the courtyard. Reluctant to interrupt them, but still unwilling to leave them alone, she and Koji ended up watching the whole thing from the shadows. That fucking asshole. Throughout the exchange, Omi was clearly itching to jump out and punch Fuminori in the face. Knowing her temper, Koji kept firm hold of her arm until the end. If he hadn't, she might have very well done it. Fuminori leaves after Yo, his every step seeming to take it as an act of willpower. Koji sighs heavily into the once more empty courtyard, but the bitter taste in his mouth will not go away.
どうしちまったんだかな、あいつは。
What's wrong with him? Even Koji cannot forgive Fuminori's treatment of Yo. However, the first thing that he feels is confusion, not anger. He could have literally just been like, hey man, I'm just not into you. I don't see you that way. Just don't broach this subject with me again. But instead he was just like, you're fucking disgusting! You smell like shit! Fuck away from me! Fucking Christ, dude. Koji has known Fuminori since long before college. Fuminori has never been this cruel before! There's no question that the accident changed him.
ねえコージ、このまま放っておくつもり？
Are you gonna let this go?
放っておきたくないにしたって、俺たちに何ができる？
I don't want to, but what can we do?
覗き見よりマシなことよ。
Something besides watch! Omi shouts, her face red with fury.
私、咲坂くんに一言言ってやらなきゃ気が済まないわ。
I won't be satisfied until giving him a piece of my fucking mind.
それで筑波の気が晴れるってもんでもないだろうに。
The worst he can say is no, dead ass though! That won't make Tsukuba feel better.
だったら私のキーだけでも晴らすわよ。
But it'll make me feel better. Okay, bitch, this isn't about you. Yo and Omi are best friends, just like Koji and Fuminori. In fact, it was the relationship between Koji and Omi that brought the two together. Omi's anger is only natural.
私、咲坂くんと二人だけで話してみたいわ。
I'm gonna talk to him
コ
alone.
ージ
I
は
don't
つい
want
て
you
こ
to
なくて
come.
もいいから。
本気かよ。
You serious?
その代わり、ヨウのことを見ていてあげて。あの子、多分心底傷ついてるから。
Take care of Yo for me, will you? She seems very hurt.
泣き終わった後で、誰かの優しさが必要になると思う。
She'll need someone to be nice to her after she's done all crying.
なあ、それって俺とお前の役回りが逆じゃないのか？
Have a good one, Cave. Wait, shouldn't we switch jobs?
私みたいな性格だとね、慰め役は無理。励ますつもりで余計に傷跡広げちゃうのがオチなのよ。
You know who I am. If you try to comfort her, it'll end up making it worse.
なるほど。納得いった。
Yeah, you've got a point.
あ、
じゃあまあ、
Hey.
そっちはほどほどにしとけよな。
Anyway, just go easy, okay? Ending the conversation before Omi's mood gets any worse, Koji heads off to find Yo. Oh, there was an ad? Fuck! Nobody told me! I wasn't looking at chat! What? I feel awful, miserable, but also refreshed. I finally crossed the line. I knew it would come crashing down like this sooner or later. Having become unable to feel anything but disgust for other people, there was no way I could hope to maintain relationships I'd had before the accident. Today's incident will definitely get back to Koji and Omi, and everyone will be convinced that I've had a major change of character. Honestly, I don't care anymore. At least I probably won't be committed for this. I just need to avoid acting any stranger than I already have. Penis. Thank you, Beanie. If this puts a rift between me and the others, good. The thought of all the stress I'll avoid brings a smile to my lips. I'm fed up with them sticking their noses into my life. It's like they don't even care. I don't even care. It's like they don't even care that I make my guts turn by just being near me. I've been terrified of them till now, but today I struck fear into the one of them. In that sense, it's something of a relief, but I'm not entirely without remorse of what happened. The person I just demolished with the verbal equivalent of a nuclear bomb used to be my friend, Yo. Even if my senses don't believe it, my mind accepts the theory. I don't have any particular grudge against Yo herself, and I didn't want to hurt her. In retrospect, perhaps, I should have just ignored her outright. Yo was an attractive girl. I certainly didn't think badly of her. To be honest, though, I was annoyed when Koji and Omi tried to stick us together. Felt like they were trying to use us as an entertainment. And Yo seemed totally oblivious to the fact that she was dancing to their tune. Their cluelessness was irritating. Still, I knew that none of them would any harm. And then, I didn't have any reason to hurt others just to get my way. If having a casual relationship with Yo would keep our circle of friends together, I would be willing to make that compromise. Now, however, there's no room in my heart for such fervorance. Merely talking to someone is an ordeal. Then how can I be expected to show them kindness? These ruminations have left me exhausted. I want to return to Saya as soon as possible. Thinking about the packed trains and crowded downtown streets between here and home saps my spirits. Catching sight of a nearby bench, I sit down, close my eyes to the horrors of the world. I can't do anything about the stink or the noise, but at least I can calm my nerves enough to rest. Bro is going through it. He's so edgy! Okay, but to be fair, if you lived life like this, every single waking hour, it would be fucking miserable, dude. Like, it would be absolutely fucking miserable. Like, imagine you go in the fucking grocery store, and everyone is just a fucking pile of walking meat. The walls are meat, people are meat, they fucking sound like garbled, everything fucking reeks. You would not be a happy camper, I wager. God, my fucking arm hurts. Ow. When I regained consciousness in the T University hospital ward, the world was as dark as it is now. If this happened to H.R. Geiger, that would have been a fun story. Alas, this dude ain't him. Fuck. I had not yet recovered my sight, even though my eyes and optical nerves were undamaged. It must have been an unfettered... What the fuck are these words? I've never seen them in my fucking life! Fuck! Hi, Greek. Not even living like this justifies acting like you just came out of a shopping spree at Hot Topic. After Effect. Oh, it's because it's, like, strung together and I have really fucking, like, piss-poor reading skills. Blindness was a shock, but now that I know that my suffering then was nothing. After all, my senses of hearing, touch, and taste and smell were all fine at the time. The real horror began when my sight returned. Dear God. Dear God, imagine fucking waking up to that. Holy fuck, man. Book talk. No, no, no. The one small mercy was that I was able to come to terms with the accident. Thank you for the 30 months, sunshine. Yeah, there's a meat infirmary. Accident on my neurosurgery, we're still blind. I panicked when I first saw the nightmarish hospital and the blood-curling shapes of the doctors and nurses, but I soon guessed the cause. It chills me to think what might have happened if I had recovered my sight, along with my consciousness, suddenly awakening in what can only be described as hell. I would no doubt have lost my mind instantly. Soon my disorder spread to the senses of touch, taste, and smell. As it turns out, sight exerts tremendous influence over the other four. Perfect visual, i.e. yummers! The taste of my food, the feel of my bed sheets, the fragrance of my get-well flowers all became unbearably foul as my eyes said they would be fine. Whatever. Eventually, when the doctor's voices became unrecognizable as human, I decided to kill myself. I didn't believe for a second that I could live in this new world. At least, not until I met Saya. Where the fuck did she come from? Like deadass, where the fuck did she come from? One night, while thinking of a painless way to die, I found myself succumbing to sleep. Drifting between the nightmares of my dreams and nightmares of reality, I didn't notice her enter my room. The next thing I knew, there was a face staring down at me from next to my bed. The face was not covered in pus or slime, or earthworm-like feelers. It had smooth white cheeks, round eyes, and a lovely little nose. All things I had never expected to see again. The face was that of a girl, undeniably human and positively glowing with beauty. Oh my god! Let's be real, if your brain was rewired to see this everywhere instead of reality, I feel like that would be more dangerous than being blind. Imagine a car speeding towards you, and it just looks like another random meatball flopping around. Yeah, this sounds a lot worse than being fucking blind, I'm not gonna lie. I sighed in admiration, savoring the first peace and joy since we're gaining my eyesight. My fucking arms are on fire! She had not expected such a reaction, apparently.
怖くないの？私のこと。
Aren't you afraid of me? She asked, looking at the clock. Looking at the clock, I saw that it was exactly 3 in the morning. No time for a young girl to be alone in the hospital. Perhaps she expected me to mistake her for a ghost. But I would have not cared if she had been a ghost. Either way, she was a godsend.
君は誰だい？なぜここに？
Who are you? What are you doing here?
私はサヤ。パパのこと探しに来たの。
I'm Saya. I'm looking for my dad. I fucking... Fuck! I'm trying to find a fucking balance between being, like, really soft-spoken and loud. I assumed that she was the daughter of the late-night shift doctor or some other patient. It was unusual, but not unthinkable for such a girl to be wandering around the hospital.
あなた、怖がらないんじゃつまらない。
It's not fun if you're not scared.
ちょっと。
Wait! I cried, desperate to keep her from leaving. It was only after she turned around I realized that I hadn't thought of what to say next.
何？
Well,
Her beautiful eyes drew me in, healing my soul to its core. Through the white haze clouding my mind, I struggled to form a coherent sentence.
女の子にお願いしていいことじゃないんだが、今君にしか頼めない。
Huh? Meatball mobile! Fucking Christ. I shouldn't do this to a girl, but you're the only one I can ask. No longer concerned with propriety. Propriety! I said it right. I let the words come out as they wailed.
握らせてもらえないだろうか。
Will you let me hold your hand? Fuck! I need to blow my fucking nose. Will you do a Minecraft Let's Play collab with me? God damn it, why'd that fucking get me? Saya looked confused at first, but then she smiled as if she just found a new toy. Her smile was brighter than my memories of the sun.
変な人。
You're so
そんなこと言い出
strange.
したのあなたが初めて。
I understand, Spartan. Shush. She said, holding out her slender white hand. No one's asked me anything like that before. Fuck. It's like gem slop. What does that fucking mean? Ever so carefully, as though catching a snowflake, I placed my palm against hers, so I could feel her human warmth and the softness of her delicate fingers. She was there, just beyond the palm of my hand. Thinking back to the joyful tears I shed then, I know that this is the moment I was saved from my fate.
この半月の間に
I want to live!
人に触れた人だと感じられる体に
It's like a diamond shaped like a dick butt. What the fuck? This is the first time in weeks I've touched someone and felt them as human.
他の人じゃダメなんだ僕事故に遭ってその後遺症らしいんだけど人が人の姿に見えないんだよ
I can't touch anyone else. I was in an accident, and a side effect of the surgery. I can't see people as human anymore.
ふーん。本当に不思議な人。
Ah, how mysterious.
あなたって面白い。明日の夜もまた来ていい？
She said, winding her fingers gently around mine.
Can I come back tomorrow night? Can I come back tomorrow night?
あそりゃもう
大丈夫よ。夜は私のものだから。
Yes, of course.
Wait, no, that's his voice. Yes, of course, but are you sure it's okay?
Don't worry.
She replied.
The night belongs to me. Me.
And our Ren's rendezvous began, and so our rendezvous began. Saya came to my room every night at 3 a.m., skillfully taking advantage of the nurse's shift change. I was astonished to learn that she was living inside of the hospital.
これだけ広いと隠れる場所には事欠かないから。
It's so big that I never run out of places to hide.
She said, answering my surprise with a nonchalant smile. She had been living in the suburbs with her father, she told me, until one day she suddenly stopped coming home. It was absolutely a student saying, "I got this," before screaming of surgery so bad it gave him meat vision. As if after she had tired of waiting, Saya had decided one night to sneak into the hospital where he'd work. Why am I burping so much? And there she'd lived for over 2 months, searching for his whereabouts all the while.
学校には行かなくていいのかい
Don't you have to go to school?
いいの。勉強は全部パパに教えてもらったから。さやはとっても頭がいいんだよ。
No, Dad taught me everything I need to know. I'm really smart.
I bet. She was a strange girl. On one hand, she looked and acted like a child. On the other, she was remarkably self-reliant, and at times exhibited a sharp intelligence and deep knowledge that many may have found unsettling. I didn't care. Saya was the only other human in this world, only other human in a world gone mad. Her existence meant far more to me than the standards of society.
危なくないのか
That's spooky!
見つかりそうになったことは
Aren't you worried aren't you worried you might get caught?
全然平気。ここにいれば食べるものにも不自由しないし、パパのうちに一人ぼっちでいるよりもずっと楽しいよ。
No, I don't have to worry about food here. It's a lot more fun than staying at Dad's house by myself.
入院してる患者さんたちのうち、ちょっと精神的に参ってそうな人を事前にチェックしといてね。
I looked through the patient list and found the ones who have mental problems.
What the fuck? Saya continued, grinning
時
mischievously.
々部屋に真夜中に忍び込んで脅かしたりするの。その人が大騒ぎしても そういう患者さんの言うことはみんな真に受けたりしないから。
Sometimes I sneak into their rooms late at night and scare them. Even if they breathe the fast no one believes mental patients say.
結局は悪い夢ってことで片付けられちゃうし。
She skimmed all our discords!
They just brush it off as a bad dream.
Her confession reminded me that the hospital's famous for its ghost stories. Who could have imagined that there was actually a real girl impishly roaming around these hallways?
僕も最初はそのつもりで。
So that's why you came to my room for the first time.
うん。ごめんね。怒った。
Yeah, sorry, are you mad?
For her pranks were hardly praiseworthy, I couldn't bring myself to scold her for the very thing that brought us
も
together.
うやらない方がいい。その代わり、夜は僕の話し相手になってくれないか。
You shouldn't do it anymore. Will you come talk to me instead?
さやもその方が楽しい。
Yeah, that's more fun to me too.
God. With extreme care, I was able to conceal my sensory disorder. It was glaringly obvious that the doctors had no way to cure me. And the fact that I had undergone a still experimental procedure made me even more cautious. That is fucking awful. I was not about to become some guinea pig, a mere specimen to be examined with a clinical detachment. And so I hid my discomfort and loathing behind a mask of normalcy, convincing the doctors that any signs of stress were merely a result of its hospitalization. He looks so cozy. Wouldn't you be in a fucking blanket of meat? Saya was my support. Looking forward to her nightly visits gave me the strength I could endure to endure my daily torture. Hope can make an enormous difference in a patient's progress. With the aid of my secret nurse, I recovered at a pace that left the doctor stunned. On the last night before my release, I summoned my courage and asked her,
君はこれからもずっとこの病院に居続けるのかい？
Are you gonna stay here forever?
うん。結局パパの手がかりはなかったけど、もう他にいるところもないし、バレそうになるまではいいかなって。
Yeah, I couldn't learn anything about my dad, but it's not like I have anywhere else to go. I guess I'll stay here as long as I can hide.
In other words, there was nothing keeping her there.
よかったら僕の家に来ないか？
Why not stay with me? I asked timidly. The question took all the courage I had.
え？
Huh?
家族はもういないから部屋はいくらでも余ってる。人目を忍ぶような必要もないし、住み心地もそんなに悪くないんじゃないかと。
I made a burger and set off the smoke detector repeatedly. Oh, that's kind of fucking funny, though. My family's gone, so I have plenty of room. You won't need to hide, and it's not a bad place to live.
ずっとふみのりと一緒に暮らすの？
You want me to live with you?
I was too afraid to ask her what she thought of that, so I hastily offered a
君
deal.
の父さんのことは代わりに僕が探してあげる。約束するよ。必ず居場所を見つけてみせる。
In exchange, I'll help you look for your father. I'll find him no matter what.
難しいと思うよ。それ。
I think that's gonna be a little hard.
Saya said, looking a little
多分
embarrassed.
パパ、何か悪いことをしてこの病院を辞めたんだと思う。
Dad probably did something bad and had to leave the hospital.
だから警察とかは困るの。なるべくこっそりと探さなきゃいけないし。
We can't get the police involved. You'll have to be as discreet as possible.
頑張るよ。どんなことだってやる。
I'll do whatever it
Boca.
takes. Unable to control myself, I finally spoke the truth.
さやと離れたくないんだ。
Naruhodo. I can't be apart from you. At first, she looked bewildered, but after a few moments of silence, she said,
少しだけ考えさせて。
Give me a little time.
That night, she left my room earlier than usual. You fumbled the bag! You fumbled it! On the day of my release, I managed to smile as I accepted the hideous, foul-smelling, celebratory bouquet. Why is the fucking dialogue making me laugh? The flesh beasts calling themselves Koji, Omi, and Yo came to pick me up. Though they have come to see me many times during my stay, it never got easier to see my friends change so horribly. My sudden tears of despair drew suspicion. but I managed to explain them away with tears of joy. I'm so fucking happy! Oh god, you guys fucking stink! I mean, sorry! While we walked to Koji's car, I looked desperately for Saya amid the grotesque scenery. Even as we drove away, I kept watching the hospital fade into the distance, praying for a last glimmer of hope. And Saya never appeared. After Koji and the others dropped me off, I paused a while to regard my surroundings. I had lived my entire life on this block in this house. There was no other place that I could call home, but nothing was as I remembered. As I walked up to the path of the front door and took in the yard where I had spent my childhood, I could feel those memories being defiled by the twisted, festering shapes around me. Inside the house, I found nothing familiar, nothing to offer me comfort and warmth. What I had once called a home was now a whole nother world. I have no home, I whispered with a smile of self-pity. There is one last stop to make. One last nail in the coffin to hammer one last nail to hammer into my coffin. I stepped into the room that had cradled me for my childhood. The walls were papered with human entrails, the bed was a tangled mass of worm flesh. But none of that mattered. There, curled up on the bed like an abandoned cat, was Saya. As I stood there in shock, she looked up at me and in a tiny, weak voice said, "How the fuck did she know where he lived?" Hi, Ugo.
Could I really stay?
I responded by sweeping her into my arms, embracing her so tightly that she would not escape. Saya did not resist. Bro has got to be on some fucking hallucinogenics or some shit. When she, I don't know, her suddenly appearing into his fucking house just is a little suspicious to me. I feel like she's not real. I feel like she's a fucking, like, figment of his imagination. I really don't know. I know that at some point she becomes a really, really weird, grotesque monster. But that might be part of the meat simulation. I don't fucking know. When she arrives at the Sakisaka house, Omi first takes a deep breath to calm herself. Her anger does not vanish entirely, of course, but at least for now she can hear herself think. Oh. Hold on. While waiting for a response from the intercom, she looks over the patch of yard that she can see from the outside gate. Even Omi normally isn't the one to complain about other people's housekeeping, but this is going too far. The grass is growing wild, and there are piles of dead leaves scattered everywhere. It doesn't look untended. It looks like an uninhabited ruin. It's still light out, but every window has its storm shutters tightly sealed. Omi guesses that they've been closed this morning. What kind of life is Fuminori leading? Even if he isn't living alone, he can't neglect his housework forever. Dog! That's literally none of your fucking business. And just as her imagination, or does something stink like rotten meat? Couldn't be coming from the backyard, could it? There's still no response, so she presses the buzzer the second time, third and fourth, and finally, after this, gone over 10 minutes, Omi loses her patience and opens the cover of the intercom. As she expected, the power has been disconnected. Perhaps Fuminori has a good reason for shutting out the world, but Omi can only see it as a lack of respect for others. Are you fucking serious? That is so self-centered, dude. He was just in an accident. He just got a fucking operation done.
He has a lack of respect for others.
What? Dog? What? That autocorrect, Neglect. Sorry, that was a typo. I had to, like, double check why Twitch would flag that, and, yeah. After a little bit of, like, brainstorming, yeah, I came to that conclusion myself. Her anger rekindles. She pushes the gate open and stomps through the yard to the front door. This bitch is so entitled. Given the state of his intercom, she doubts that Fuminori will respond to a knock, so Omi decides to just open the door and go in shouting. Dude. And if the door is locked, she'll just have to... Surprisingly, the doorknob turns easily in her hand, and the enraged Omi finds herself throwing the door open wider than she intended. Why won't this guy just get over his dead parents and the brain surgery already? Literally, dude. Like, what the fuck is her problem? She is so, like, grossly entitled. It's like, his parents just fucking died. He just got brain surgery done. Ugh, your fucking yard looks disgusting, dude. You, like, don't respect other people. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I don't like her. Her nostrils are instantly assaulted by a choking stench.
Nani?
What is that smell? As Omi stands petrified on the threshold, the cowbell hanging on the inside of the door chimes loudly. A moment later. Welcome home! Omi can't believe her ears. The voice she just heard could not have been human, yet its intonations were too complex for any animal she can imagine. Oh. The piss drawer? You're ruining the vibes of our society of conformity and constant masking.
誰かいるの?
Look, I have a hair in my mouth. The answer is yes. Is someone there? She calls out to the end of the hallway, which the voice came. There's no response. Oh my god. Instead, she hears the sound of something soft and wet flopping its way deeper into the house. What the fuck? Is that Saya? Oh! Oh my god! So the world is inverse! Holy shit! Oh, man. Oh, bro is literally fucking a meat mound. Oh, god, she's actually a fucking freakazoid. You know what? I'm not surprised. It's as I have no proof, but I have no doubts. Okay. Finding it difficult to place a meaningful image of the voice she just heard, Omi stares blankly at the empty vestibule. There's nothing there, not even Fuminori's shoes, which can only mean that he's still outside somewhere wearing them. The house should be empty. But then what was that voice just now? Her anger has vanished as if it were never there. Nevertheless, Omi sets foot into the hallway, leaving the door open so the cowbell wouldn't ring. The floor creaks, setting her nerves on edge. Omi isn't sure why she's acting like a burglar, but something tells her to make as little noise as possible. The potency of the stink inside of the house makes the whiff she caught outside the pale in comparison. It's sickening. Like rotten fish guts. Has food been left to spoil in the kitchen? Ew, is Saya stinky? Gross! I shouldn't stick my penis in there, however. She hears a bubbling sound up ahead. Stepping gingerly on the cracking floorboards, Omi makes her way to the end of the hallway. She finds rooms to both sides of her. One lit, the other dark, and chooses to look into the lit room. It's the kitchen, lit by what must be the only window in the house not covered by storm shutter. The sound she heard was of the pot boiling on the stove. And on the... God, is the music too loud for you? Is the music a little too loud? I feel like it's a little too loud. Not too loud? If the house smells like hell and a monster voice answered me, I'm out. I'm out of there. Dog fucking same. Hi, creature. Hello. Welcome. Could be a bit less. Maybe slightly. Okay, let me see. Let us fucking... Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Dog, I'm so fucking scared, dude. Oh, shit. Okay. The sound she heard was the pot boiling on the stove, and on the chopping board next to it was a butcher's knife and some half-diced carrots. Perfectly normal household scene, with the light of the setting sun making everything of color... The color of decomposing fruit. Something is wrong. Who was cooking here? And where'd they go?
誰かいないんですか?
Wait a sec. Wait, I've seen you before! I follow you on Twitter! Hi! Another beetle! Yo! Points finger at screen like a fucking chimp. God. Is anyone here? Omi calls regretting it immediately as she realizes that her voice is shaking. Dude, I'd be fucking pissing my pants in this situation. You open the door, you're greeted by a disgusting foul stench. And then you hear something fucking plopping about. No, bitch! No, you get the fuck out of there. As her words echo vainly throughout the silent house, she begins to feel foolish and defenseless. Oh my god, I can fucking hear it. Suddenly she feels something cold seeping through her pantyhose! Oh, what the fuck, dude? Oh god, oh no. No. She timidly reaches down to touch her feet. Her fingertips come away covered in a viscous olive green slime, like the filthy water from a tank long clogged with algae and dead fish. Fuck, man. The whole floor is covered with it. It must be the source of the stench. He is literally dating a fucking, like, radioactive sludge monster. Omi now wishes that she had worn her shoes inside. Manners be damned. When she looks... So that would make fucking sense as to why she's always hiding, and why people get scared by her. It all makes sense now. When she looks back ruefully the way she came, she realizes that her current position is not visible from the entrance. This kitchen must be where that strange voice came from. He is dating Asmongold. Oh my god. I feel like it's a little bit too loud for me still. Maybe it's have sensitive fucking ears. Oh, Christ. The next room is probably the den, as she expected from the closed storm shutters. It's pitch black inside. Omi wants nothing more than to flee this house, but that would mean turning her back to the darkness, and that she could simply not bring herself to do. Moved by some irrational compulsion, Omi sets foot into the den. It is too dark to see anything, and the stink is far worse than before. That bitch is smelly! She slides her hand along the wall, feeling the light switch. Finding it much sooner than she expected, she flips it on it like it's her last hope. Oh god! Fuck, dude! Was fucking Picasso in here? Jesus! The colors, so many colors! The purple of entrails, the brown of rotten meat, the crimson of fresh blood, the yellow of fat. These colors and more that cannot be described cover every inch of the room in a maddening array. These colors say that all that needs to be said about the painter's hatred, malice, and insanity. What the fuck? Omi's legs give out from out of shock. Sending her to the floor, slime immediately soaks through her jeans, its cold tendrils creeping up on her legs, crotch, and her neck. Her hand flies to her neck, where it is greeted by another drop of chilly slime. Above her, something is dripping down her head. Dog? I wish I was a cute Shogoth girl, but what if you smelled? What if you smelled like actual rotting flesh, though? People would run away from you because you're ugly and stinky. Making perhaps the worst decision of her life, Omi looks up. The predator clings to the ceiling, poised to leap upon its prey. She sees it in every detail. Oh my fucking god! Oh god! Her mouth and nose are sealed before she can scream, and her belly is torn open as something enters to feast on her innards. But by the time she feels any of it, Omi has already gone mad. Holy shit. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, okay. Understood. I bit the bullet and tried to take the train, but the rush hour crowds were so bad that I had to get off the hallway and walk. I'm running pretty late. Is Saya worried? I hope she's not mad. Brother, she just fucking decimated your friend. Oh, right, she fucking came in to confront him or whatever. That did not end well. When I enter the yard, I realize that the front door has been left wide open. Yup. Ugh. Light from the living room is seeping out into the hallway, and I hear what sounds like someone smacking their lips. There's also a tantalizing fragrance in the air. Is it Saya? Brother, I hate to tell you this, but your wife smells like straight up ass. I consider calling out to her, but decide to enter in silence instead. Something smells strange, though not unpleasant. This aroma is quite soothing, in fact. It reminds me of Saya's hair. At first, I'm surprised by what I see in the living room. The floor is covered by what seems to be some kind of grass, probably the source of the herb-like smell. And there are fruit or vegetable-like balls of varying sizes scattered everywhere. What in the fuck? What?
Saya.
Oh! Caught red fucking handed, Saya? Saya turns around, her eyes wide with surprise, and she looks away sheepishly like a child caught at some prank. Fuck.
何を食べてるんだい?
What are you... What? The fucking emo... Caught! Throws hands up. You got me! You fucking caught me! What are you eating?
これはその
He says, She stammers, so flustered that I suddenly feel bad for sneaking up on her. Remembering that she has never eaten in front of me before, I realize that she must be quite embarrassed. Hold on. How do I fucking... Can I have one? Dog, that is not fucking fruit! What are you doing? I scoop the closest fruit thing and pop it into my mouth, ignoring Saya's attempt to wave me off. It has a strange texture. Soft and pliable, like a peach or a pear. When I bite into it with my back teeth, a succulent juice fills my mouth, combined with a sharp, strong fragrance. It's unlike anything I've ever tasted. So he can only fucking eat people. Oh, that is so fucked up, dude. Holy shit. That is so fucked up.
何か味付けとか調理してあるのかこれ?
How did you make this? What did you use?
調理ってほどのことはさばいてからちょっと溶かして食べやすくしただけでほとんど生なんだけど
He's eating her fucking friend! His fucking friend! God! I'm concerned about what the writer was smoking. Probably some laced crack.
It wasn't hard, I just took it apart and melted it a little to make it a little easier to eat. It's practically raw.
I pick up a different lump. This one consisting of a fruity flesh around it, a hard core. Tearing a chunk off in my mouth, I found that it has a similar taste to the last one.
ねえ大丈夫それって
Hey, are you okay? That's a...
僕でも食べられる味だ。っていうよりうまいよ、これ。
Yeah, even I can eat this. In fact, it's good.
そうなの
Really?
At first, Saya looks dumbstruck, but then she bursts out laughing.
そうなんだふみのりもこういうのが好きだったんだなんだあれこれ工夫して頑張ってた私がバカみたい
So this is what you like. Now I feel stupid for going through all that trouble.
さやっていつもこういうものを食べてたのか。
Is this what you always eat, Saya?
こんな大物は久しぶりだけどねうん近 近所の公園とかで取ってこれるやつ。
Oh my fucking god, my flabbers have been gasted.
Yeah, though it's been a while since I've had one so big. I usually catch them in a nearby park.
There's an impressive nature preserve not too far from here. I've never heard about fruits like these growing there. Well, of course, they only look like fruits to me. They're really something else. Omi tastes so fucking delicious, bro!
ごめんね。一番美味しいところはさっきさやが全部食べちゃった。
Sorry, I ate the best parts.
いいよ、また今度で。でもこれで明日から一緒に食事ができるね。
It's okay, there's always next time, but now we can eat together. So this is why she was like so opposed to actually like eating in front of him. She's a fucking people eater. I kind of had it in the back of my mind like, does she fucking eat people?
Yeah.
Saya seems really happy. I'm happy too, of course. Eating with someone is so much more fun than eating alone. It makes the food taste better too.
まだまだいっぱいあるし、食べきれない分は冷やせば 2,3 日は大丈夫だよ。ちょっと味は落ちるんだけどね。
There's still plenty left. It'll keep chilled for 2 or 3 days, so it won't taste it good.
じゃあ早めに片付けておこうか。
And we better start putting it away. Sealing the small fruits in Tupperware and the large ones in pots and bowls. Saya and I store the remaining food in the refrigerator. Thinking of tomorrow's dinner fills me with anticipation. Oh my fucking god, dude. I feel that little by little. I'm starting to regain the joy of living. Saya will guide me. With her, I can live on. I'm like that fucking, I'm like that fucking Pitbull meme. Oh my god. The Pitbull with the fucking closed eyes, like... No. Medical students relates his shocking experiences. Will you believe him or not? Strange things started happening at the hospital at the end of last spring. It began with patients waking up in the middle of the night screaming. They all spoke of terrifying nightmares, and many of them had to be sedated. Some patients even transferred to other hospitals because of it. The weird thing was that they'd all had the exact same dream, a dream about some horribly disgusting monster staring down at them from their bedside. But the really strange stuff started happening after that. There used to be a lot of stray cats around campus, looking for scraps from the students. One day, the cats started to disappear. And it wasn't that they'd stopped coming, it was more like they'd vanished from the area entirely. She is a fucking troll. God. And then people stopped walking their dogs around. According to some rumors, the dogs were refusing to go anywhere near the school. Dude, this is like... This is so fucked up. Eventually, things started going missing in the hospital. Organs, to be precise. Transplant organs kept disappearing from the storage. People came close to losing their jobs over it. And it wasn't just 2 or 3 times that it had happened. They tried to keep it from the students, but we heard it was a lot worse than that. Fuck. People started saying that there was something living in the hospital. The janitors would find strange masses that could have only been made in the middle of the night. Traces of something that had crawled down the hallway. Or weird stains caused by something ripping through the ceiling. Oh my fucking god. The late shift nurses talked about hearing strange noise on the same night the patients woke screaming. One last story. You can never mention inside the hospital. One day, the ops department went crazy. Something. They said a newborn had disappeared in the night. If that were true, the police would have come and it would have been all over the news. But they say the big shots managed to make it all go away. It's just a rumor, of course. She ate a fucking baby. What the fuck is this girl? These strange incidents suddenly stopped towards the end of the summer, when she moved in with fucking what's-his-nuts. Hi, Midori! A light snack! Now there are almost no patients complaining of nightmares, and the cats have started coming back to campus. But still, what happened in the hospital that summer? What happened in the hospital that summer? Even now, just thinking about it gives me the creeps. Fucking...
ダメだ。
おかけになった電話は電波の届かない場所にあるか、電源が入っていないためかかりません。
Nothing. This is the third day in a row they haven't been able to get in touch with Ome. Oh, yikes, dude! There's no sign that she returned to her apartment, and even after her family doesn't know anything. Her parents have already filed a missing persons report.
まあ、あいつのことだからな。何事もなかったみたいに、ひょっこり顔出しそうな気もするんだが。
Well, you know her. She'll probably just pop up somewhere like nothing happened.
だといいけど。
I hope so. Yo replies with a gloomy expression. She's worried about Omi, of course, but the incident with Fuminori 3 days ago was still weighing on her as well. Yo hasn't seen Fuminori since then, and Fuminori hasn't made any effort to approach her or Koji. Four people used to meet in the cafeteria between classes, and now there are only two.
ねえ、トノくん、もう一度考えてみようよ。どこかオミちゃんの行きそうな場所に心当たりない？
Hey Koji, let's keep thinking. Isn't there somewhere Omi might have gone?
いや、一通りは確かめたしな。
No, Koji answers evasively. I already checked everywhere. It's a lie, of course. Koji knows where Omi planned to go that evening. But he doesn't want to bring up Fuminori in front of Yo. Their awkward silence is mercifully broken by the bell signaling the start of the next period.
じゃあ、俺行くわ。
Oh, I've gotta go.
うん。
Yeah. Unless Koji's mistaken, Yo is supposed to have a class next period too, but she just sits there staring off into space. Unable to come up with anything to say, he leaves the cafeteria reluctantly. Blech! Both Omi's disappearance and Yo's depression worry Koji, and both problems lead back to the exact same place.
海のりは一体。
What the hell is Fuminori doing? When Omi went missing, the first thing he did was question Fuminori. After all, the last time he had seen her was just before he stormed off to give Fuminori a piece of her mind. Dude, oh my god. Hey, why are you eating her fingers? What? Huh? That'd be really fucked up. I think I'm gonna have some very pleasant dreams tonight, honestly. As I keep flinging my fucking sweet tea everywhere. Shit. Fuminori responded with unequivocal denial and acted like he hadn't the slightest idea where Omi would have gone to see him, perhaps that it was only natural, as he was unaware that Omi and Koji had witnessed him reduce Yo to tears. Did Omi even make it to Fuminori's house? She had been riding a wave of emotion when she'd left, and might have calmed down and changed her mind halfway there. Perhaps she ran into trouble on the way. Koji concluded, or more accurately, convinced himself that one of those possibilities was the truth, consciously denying the one remaining possibility that Fuminori was lying, and that he had met Omi and was involved with her disappearance. When questioned by the police, Koji told the truth about Omi's destination, only up to the train station, maintaining that he had no idea where she'd planned to go after that. He wanted to be cooperative with the research, of course, but Omi couldn't have made it to Fuminori's house. Fuminori said so himself, didn't he? That case... He told the police everything before they needed to know. Well, I don't know how to fucking reduce the brightness on the screen, and it's, like, legit fucking bothering me. Doug! Hi, Jelly! Hello! Not wanting to get the still fragile Fuminori involved, he forced himself to accept this flimsy logic. But the conflict was built up inside of him without his notice, leaving unanswered suspicion to fester in his mind. Koji is deep in thought, paying no attention to his surroundings, but perhaps that is what allows him to catch sight of his friends back through the crowd of milling students. Oh. Fuminori. At first, Koji assumes that he'd headed to the lecture hall, but it soon appears that he is instead going home. Strange. Medical students have required courses in the afternoon. Though he is initially surprised, Koji's hesitation lasts for only a second. Have a good one, Federico. Imagine Fuminori sucking on the fingers like a lollipop. Dude, Jesus. He follows his friend, taking care to stay far away enough behind that he wouldn't be affected. Fuminori wasn't going home, as became obvious when he boarded the train heading to the opposite direction. Koji's guess was that he was going to see his doctor at T University Hospital, but Fuminori rode straight through the closest station. Where's he going? At first, Koji felt ashamed for tailing his friend like this, but conscience fell silent as Fuminori's actions grew more mysterious. The stranger it gets, the closer Koji feels to discovering the truth behind Fuminori's sudden transformation. Any knowledge would be welcome, no matter how slight. Even Koji's beginning to think that there must be something more behind Fuminori's change than the accident alone. He wants a more satisfying answer, one that will help him decide whether Fuminori can still be trusted. Fuminori gets off at a small station in nondescript suburban Tokyo. Koji follows, trying not to lose sight of him amidst the other disembarking passengers. This area is quite desolate, with only a small bookstore, a convenience store, and a market in front of the train station. It's easy for Koji to keep Fuminori in view. This neighborhood was carved out of the Fuji foothills. And here... What? And there remain steep inclines and wooded areas that escape assimilation. Koji's amazed that such a quiet place still exists in less than an hour from Central Tokyo. Fuminori seems to know these streets. He moves quickly, purposefully through the suburban community, his eyes fixed straight ahead. Fuck! Before long, Fuminori reaches a house. Without ringing the bell or even knocking, he opens the door and vanishes inside, leaving Koji to wonder how Fuminori can treat the house as his own. After waiting to see if Fuminori comes back out, Koji approaches the gate and checks the nameplate. Ogai, it reads. Koji has never heard of anyone by that name among Fuminori's acquaintances. Next, his attention is drawn to the thick wad of leaflets sticking out of the mail slot. This, coupled with the general dilapidated feel of the place, suggests that it has been abandoned for some time. A small playground about 2 blocks away provides an adequate vantage point from which to watch the front of the Ogai home. Fortunately, it does not appear to be the sort of house that is a rear exit. Koji settles down on a bench and starts to begin his stakeout. Who's just fucking stalking his ass. I should have brought more smokes. Damn, I'm all out. 1 hour passes, and then another, but there remains no sign of movement at the Ogai residence. Soon twilight settles upon the neighborhood. After Koji's 1 pack of cigarettes runs out, the stakeout becomes a battle against mounting impatience. He kills time by redialing Omi on his cell, sending her short text messages, but his efforts are futile, as he knew they would be. Is this guy a fucking murderer? When the sky begins to turn deep blue and the street lights come on, Fuminori finally emerges from the house and heads back towards the station with the same hurried stride. After some brief consideration, Koji decides that right now investigating the house is more important than tailing Fuminori. Is he literally gonna break in? He rings the doorbell just to make sure. After receiving the expected silence in response, he checks to make sure that no one is around watching the doorknob. And turns the doorknob. The door's not locked. Ew, that's just getting fucking worse, man. The moment he enters the house, stale air thick with mold and dust fills Koji's nostrils. It is the unmistakable smell of a house that has long lain untouched. There's also a faint hint of something else in the air, something reminiscent of damp sewers and fetid cisterns. This nomenclature is fucking throwing me off. Flipping the light switch does nothing, the power must be cut off. Koji uses his cigarette lighter to illuminate the immediate area. In the thick dust covering the floor, he sees several brand new trails of footprints that could only have been made by shoes. Fuminori's. Koji decides to follow suit and dispense with courtesy. He enters with his shoes on. The lighter's flickering flame pushes back the deathly silence in the gloom of the house. Koji's surprised to see evidence of life remaining. Everything from furniture to tableware and appliances, nothing seems to be missing. The thickness of the dust suggests that the house has been empty for several months, which means that the owner must have left with little more than the clothes on its back. Could he have gone on a long vacation? The calendar in the den is turned to April. Empty and silent, yet still exhibiting signs of life that was once lived there. The house reminds Koji of a passenger ship entombed at the bottom of the sea. In the graveyard-like quiet, a sinister thought suddenly enters his mind. No one is living here. But that does not mean that the owner left. Maybe he was murdered, and his rotting corpse is right under Koji's feet. He finds himself wanting a stronger light. A flashlight in his hand would make him feel much better. He's trespassing! Koji follows Fuminori's footsteps to the second floor, where he begins to catch the scent of paper and the stale air. It is the smell of old books, instantly recognizable to anyone who has worked in an antique bookstore or library. The first room on the second floor turns out to be a study. Its towering shelves packed with a vast number of books. Koji fears the stability of the floor. As a medical student himself, he is able to discern that at a glance this study belongs to a medical professional, and a high-level one at that. Judging by the content of the books, a smorgasbord of technical volumes far beyond a simple student's understanding, the owner's interests lie more within medical research and clinical practice. Did an ad start? Has an ad started? Oh my god, my fucking eyes, bro. My eyes! Oh! If an ad started, I'm gonna pause the game very briefly. Hold on. Let me see if I can fucking... I used to practice on this fucking thing. This is like... an actual fucking problem. How the fuck does a PC not have a brightness setting? Display settings. Bright fuck. Shit. No dynamic lighting. Brightness. Why is it not letting me? Why is it not letting me? Huh? It's literally not fucking letting me. Use dynamic lighting. No! I really don't know why it's not letting me change the fucking brightness, dude. That's really weird. Oh god, that's even fucking brighter. Oh. I've never seen brightness settings not fucking... not functioning at all. What the fuck, man? I'm gonna have to fucking put a note on this. My brain is like fucking getting fried. Okay, fuck. I deeply apologize for my very, very, very bad reading skills. I promise I'm not fucking stupid. I don't read. Ever. Ever. I can talk like a normal person, but when you present words in front of me, I become stupid. By default. Are you sure about that? I'm gonna kill you with my bare hands. The ad is finishing now. God bless. Fuminori must have spent most of his time here. The scattered dust suggests that he was searching for something, and that the contents of the desk drawers are in obvious disarray. Literacy is a narrative device. Illiteracy narrative device. Fuck! A small pile of books stacked on the side of the table catches his eye. Being next to the desk, they must have been the most frequently read. Their nature could also shed some light on the character of the person who worked here. Koji frowns as he examines the 3 books. These aren't scientific tests like the rest, but old, leather-bound Western tomes like the sort you would find in a rare bookstore. Hold on, I'm gonna, like, fucking close my birdcage. These fuck-ass bird. Fuck this bird! Dude, what the fuck is your problem? I literally approach you and you're, like, enraged. Don't start fucking bitching at me. He has been so fucking aggressive for some reason. Like, I don't know. I do not know. He was fine. Then he just fucking, like, sequestered himself into his cage. I'm gonna sell him! I'm gonna sell him to the highest fucking bidder. The titles are meaningless to him. Trait this... I don't know how to read that. Appears to concern semiotics, but Ars Magna et Ultima is some sort of theatrist on divination? Maybe he is horny and is mad about it. I don't know when it's bird season for fucking... breeding season for fucking cockatiels, I'll be honest. Maybe he just fucking hates the cold. I have the AC on right now. And then there's the Voynich manuscript, which looks like some sort of picture book. When he pages through it, he finds the text utterly incomprehensible. Maybe some kind of cipher? Whatever they are, they clearly have nothing to do with medicine, refuting Koji's earlier guess that this Ogai was a doctor. Oh my god. No, it was like really sudden. And I stopped putting him on my balcony because it was just getting really like packed with fucking feathers and shit. Oh yeah, he was fine. He was out of his cage and he suddenly got really fucking aggressive for no reason. I don't know. Looking down, Koji suddenly notices a glint of something black and metallic underneath the chair. A pocket-sized flashlight. Quite a place among all these study books. Fuminori must have brought it in. With relief, Koji exchanges his lighter for the flashlight. Its tiny body emits a powerful white beam that casts away the darkness. His courage restored, he decides to explore the rest of the house. He is probably horny. Yeah, because I usually let him out of his cage, and he's perfectly fine. Like, I can, like... He is really excited to get out of the fucking cage when I put my hand in there. Because he usually goes into his cage to explore or whatever. I guess he's just fucking horny, man. Koji notices something strange, something that was not visible in the lighter's weak flame. The slime! The slime! Late spring to early summer. Oh boy, that's gonna be fucking fun to deal with for the next 20 years. If he doesn't spontaneously fucking explode on me. Dark, oily stains are everywhere. The stains are especially thick around the doorknobs and the stair banisters, like someone grasped them with hands wrapped in greasy cloth. Looking closer, he sees places where slime was splashed low on the walls, almost as if wet mop was run violently across the floor. Can you turn the AC off? Yes. 1 second. I guess I'm just gonna put it in fan mode. This man is uncomfortable. Can I save at any point? Open save. Quick save. Okay, cool. Could a guy have made these marks? If so, how? Koji begins to feel sick as he imagines a man shambling through the house with slime dripping from his body. Oh, buddy, it's far worse than that. Finding the bedroom next to the study, Koji checks the closet on a hunch. He discovers 2 empty suitcases. Not that one would have left behind. Not what one would leave behind when going on vacation. Suddenly, a chill runs through him. Whoever was living here is still somewhere inside the house. It's a very large mound of meat that sounds vaguely like a girl. Suppressing the urge to flee, Koji goes back downstairs to check the first floor. If he finds a corpse, he'll have to call the police right away. Sorry, fucking house shifted. He might get away with trespassing if he reports it first, but if they find the body later, it'll be awfully hard to explain his fingerprints all over the house. The flashlight reveals the den to be covered in even more slime than the rest of the house. The sofa looks as though it was dredged from the bottom of a swamp. In the kitchen, Koji takes a look at the sink and decides to not get any closer. He doesn't want to fuel his imagination. He reaches for the door to the bathroom. A common scene from the TV dramas flashes through his head. A body with split wrists floating on the bathtub full of water. Wasn't there a movie where a hitman disposed of his victim in a bathtub filled with lye? What's lye? Koji braces himself for the worst and opens the door slowly, then shines his light into the ceramic bathtub that appears from the darkness like a white ghost. Bones. A mountain of bones, black with dry flesh and blood. Koji puts one hand against the wall to steady himself as his legs threaten to buckle. Something is wrong. He realizes as he tries to desperately get his thoughts in order. The bones are too small, and there's too many of them. They aren't human. After taking several deep breaths to calm himself, Koji enters the bathroom and examines the tub. The bones are piled on top of each other like fallen leaves. They appear to be from small animals. Perhaps cats or dogs. Lye is a chemical. Oh! How many bodies would it take to produce so many bones? The bones have all been separated from one another, so it doesn't look like bodies were just thrown into the tub and left to rot. Each bone is covered with deep grooves, marks left by teeth biting through flesh. Koji's sanity won't let him consider the possibility that a human could have done this. The owner of this house must have kept some sort of carnivorous animal as a pet, giving it the bones of small animals to eat and disposing of the remains in the bathtub. Well, why not dispose of the leftovers properly? They could have just been thrown out with garbage, or was it something keeping him from leaving the house? The relief Koji felt when he realized that the bones were inhuman is once again under attack. In the first place, what the hell is Fuminori doing here?
どうした、コウジ?
What's wrong, Koji? Fuck, man, you scared me! Koji whirls around, his light revealing Fuminori's expressionless face.
不法侵入だぞ。
Why did I say expressionless? You're trespassing.
お前だって同じだろうが。
So are you, Koji replies, barely managing to speak over the pounding of his heart. Fuminori pushes past Koji and looks at the bathtub. He doesn't even flinch at the sight of
僕は
bones.
この家の人と知り合いなんだ。頼まれて探し物をしに来ただけさ。
A friend of mine lives here. I'm just running an errand.
知り合いっていつから？一体何者なんだ？
What? Who is this person? Where'd you meet them? Koji doesn't want to believe that the old, friendly Fuminori could have had contact with the tenants of this house.
いずれお前にも紹介するよ。僕の恩人とも言える人だから。
I'll introduce you one of these days, he says, turning to leave without even a glance at Koji. I owe her my life.
おい、文則！
Hey, Fuminori! Koji runs after Fuminori. His heart is finally beating normally
お前
again.
まさか近頃様子がおかしいのはその知り合いっていうやつのせいなんじゃ。
Wait, is this friend of yours the reason that you've been acting so weird? Standing in the entrance, Fuminori glares coldly at Koji over his shoulder. The utter lack of emotion in his eyes gives Koji pause.
僕の後をつけてきたんだね。
You followed me, didn't you? Koji swallows. What can he say?
そういうのは迷惑だ。二度とやらないでもらいたい。
You're starting to bother me, Koji. Don't do it again.
ああ、
Fine. Fuminori walks away without another word, leaving Koji alone in the entrance. Up until this very moment, concern for his friend was still at the forefront of his mind. Now, however, that concern is swiftly giving way to a growing sense of dread. Just Fuminori he knew no longer exist. Was the person who just stared down an imposter wearing Fuminori's skin? Koji has begun to believe that it might be so. A skinwalker? What a nuisance. Why does he insist on interfering? If he only spoke with me to exchange pleasantries, even I could bear it, but now he's sticking his nose in my business just to satisfy his curiosity. Koji's a perfect example of someone who thinks that it's always good to take an interest in other people's affairs. He probably thinks that he's doing me a favor by prying into my life. He couldn't be more wrong. If he keeps this up, I might have to find a way to deal with him. Like Saya said, I have to keep my search for Dr. Ogai a secret. Koji could ruin everything. Bro, I think she's fucking, like, straight up lying to you, actually. I didn't have time to fully investigate the Ogai residence today. At this rate, it'll probably take several days just to go through the study. Saya didn't believe that I'd find anything to help with the research, but I think there's still a lot to explore. Who knows what we'll discover? The problem is Koji. He knows about the house now. Will he make things difficult? Excuse me, a hair-raising voice calls as I'm about to pass through my gate. Suppressing a shudder, I put on a fake smile and turn to the face writhing mass of rotten flesh that is staring at me with bulging eyes. Oh my god. Good evening, are you just getting home?
まあ。
Yes, I am. Of course, this is my next-door neighbor, Suzumi, a middle-aged painter. I think spends all day at home while his wife works. I haven't had much contact with him since the accident. Why is he only talking to me now? Have you gotten used to living alone? The fucking voice. Yes, thank you for your help. Voice of an angel. POV, you're an introvert. Dude, me when I interact with anyone. I know it must be very difficult, but you're still young. You have to try to move on with your life.
Oh.
Yeah. What is this? Did he stop me just to deliver a lecture? With such a big house, it must be hard to take care of everything by yourself.
まあ、そうですね。苦労してますね。
Yeah, I suppose it is rather difficult. Why not hire a caretaker? Didn't your father have one?
でもまだ学生の身ですし、互いには限りがあるんで。
I'm still a student. I can't really afford the expense. Their voices are supposed to be louder by default. Oh, I see, I see. I see. The flesh beast undulates foully, as though it still has something to say. The sight of it's driving me close to the edge. Even so, don't you think you could at least tend to your yard? I'd be happy to help.
いえ、お構いなく。一人でもなんとかなりますから。
No, thank you. I'll manage it on my own. Ungulates cutely. Oh, oops. I flash a token smile and then retreat behind the safety of my gate. I can feel Suzumi's eyes boring into the back of my way. Into the back of my... into my back, all the way from the front door. Why won't everyone stay out of my life? I just want to live together with Saya, alone where nobody can bother us. Yosuke sighs in annoyance as he watches the neighbor boy retreat into his house. What's with his attitude? Even while talking, he kept his eyes averted, as if to avoid looking at something repulsive. Has he always been such an unpleasant young man? No, of course not. When his parents were still alive, he had been a normal youth, a little shy but sensitive and caring. It must be the stress of his sad situation. If it continues to build, he might start to develop a serious mental problem. Already there. Or is it too late? Already. Yosuke wonders as he gazes wearily at the Sakisaka yard. Yeah, if only he fucking knew. Even during dinner, Yosuke can't shake the neighboring house from his mind. What's wrong, honey? You look like something's bothering you. Yeah, I saw that young man from next door today. Fuminori? I just have to say something about his yard. Bro, everyone is getting on his case about his fucking yard. I know, I wish she'd at least do something about that smell. The stink coming from the Sakisaka house grows worse every day, and the Suzumi family is at its wit's end. Oh, that's why. Could there be a dead cat in his bushes? You must notice the smell coming from its own yard. Maybe he's leaving his garbage there. He wouldn't.
今の様子だとやりかねん。一日中ずっと雨戸を閉め切って何をやってるのかもわからない。どういう暮らしをしてるのやら。
Having intensive trauma is no excuse to not keep your yard in peak aesthetic condition to make the neighborhood look good. Yeah, man, like, I get it, but at the same time, like, you just fucking overlooking everything. Yeah, you lost your parents, buddy, but at least you can do your fucking yard work. Okay, man. No, I wouldn't put it past him. Who knows what he's doing there with all the storm shutters closed? What kind of life is he leading?
Did he go crazy?
Oh, Hiromi, you mustn't say things like that.
いや、あれは本当にちょっとどうすぎてる。ひょっとしたら変質狂か何かかもしれんな。
Honestly, with the way things are going, I'm starting to wonder if he's going paranoid or something. Will he be alright?
早く自覚して医者にでも行ってもらわんことには、なんともな。
Fuck. Unless he gets help soon, who knows? The seconds crawl by, each tick of the clock compounding my agony. When I returned from the Ogai residence, I was greeted by a silent, empty home. Saya had vanished without leaving any clue as to whereabouts. Fuck. Worst case scenario, young Fujimori must have discovered VTubers. It isn't rare for her to go on walks at night. I've often gone with her, however... Thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime, Panzer. I don't even know what to call you. Your name is like a tongue twister. Hi, thank you. We're playing a really fucked up visual novel. We're dating some sort of weird blob girl. Ross? Okay. I just didn't know if you wanted to go by your real name. But yeah, we're fucking... I know him. I didn't want to just assume that it was okay to call my his real name, you know? Fuck. The tall guy. Oh my god. But yeah, we're like playing a weird visual novel that involves us dating this conspicuous meat blob of a girl that looks like a meat blob to everyone else, but not us. While the outside world looks like a meat blob to us, but not to everyone else. It's very strange. Let's see. Right now it's 5 in the morning. Soon the sky will begin to show some first light of dawn. Even if she left right before I returned, she's still been gone for almost half a day. Lionel's girlfriend a meatball. Don't get consumed for biomass or an STD. This girl is a walking STD. Like, it's bad. Even her fucking neighbors are complaining about how smelly she is. I can't sleep. I can only wait in anguish. I tried to distract myself by painting more rooms, but I couldn't concentrate on the work. If I had known this would happen, I would have left the Ogai house sooner. I wish I hadn't wasted time on Koji. If Saya doesn't return... It seems like she dissolves diseases because she seems fine. Well, that's fair. She is practically a walking fucking disease. The thought makes me want to tear out my hair. After its long absence, the terror of true loneliness is too much to bear. At last... Whoop! Fucking jump scare. At last, a cowbell Fuck! My throat is dry. Oh god! Bro, I'm fucking dying. Saya's long-awaited "I'm home" rings from the bottom of the stairs. As I jump out of my bed in relief, all the stress that has built up throughout the night is released in an awe that threatens to sweep me off my feet. Oh, I'm so tired, Saya sighs as she climbs the stairs. I knew the trip would be hard. Saya, where have you been? Oh, thank you! I appreciate that, Roz. Dude, I fucking get it. I've had my AC on all fucking stream. It's fucking... it is... hot as fuck! My question trails off as I notice the thick bundles of paper that she's carrying under her arms. What are those?
Fuminori no karuтеとか手術の記録。今日は古巣の病院に行ってきたの。
Only way is the front door. Saya must go through the front yard and open it like a normal person every time she comes home. Dude, if any of the fucking neighbors, like, catch a glimpse at her, they'd probably, like, just do a double take, like, what the fuck was that, dude? Huh? What the fuck was that, man? Your medical charts and surgery records. I went back to the hospital today. Saya drops her bundles on the floor, sending papers flying everywhere, then pulls her favorite cushion over and collapses it into it, stretching luxuriously. I'd go Kurt Russell on her ass. You mean you fucking assault her? Ew, what did that fucking blob? It fucking kills it. You walked all the way from the hospital in the middle of the night?
ごめんね。本当はもっと早く帰れると思ってたんだけど、調べ出したらキリがなくて。
Sorry, she said, skillfully gathering the scattered papers together. I meant to come back sooner, but there were so many files to go through.
結局全部持ち出してきちゃった。
She's basically the thing. I need to fucking slip back into my Moe voice.
So I decided to bring everything. It was so heavy.
Maybe it's just the exhaustion, but I'm not understanding a word Saya's saying. What are you planning to do with all this?
どうするって、もちろん調べるのよ。うちで時間かけてじっくり。
Fucking flesh cat.
What do you mean? I'm gonna study it, of course.
She replies, holding one MRI photograph after another up to the light.
I have plenty of time to go over it here.
と、
Why is she so fucking cute?
何やってんだか。あ、これは要チェックかな。
Hold. God, I hate how fucking loud the voices are for the flesh people.
とは、そうなんだ。なんだかな。
I better check this one. Oh, I see. Well, that was silly of them.
And the like she separates the photos into growing pile beside her makes me think that this might not be a joke after all.
わかるのか
Do you,
こういうの
do you understand this stuff?
パパにいろいろと教わったから。なるほどね。そういうこと。
I learned this from Dad.
She flashes a grin, then returns to the papers.
So that's how it is.
これじゃあいつまで経っても直せないよね。
No wonder it can't be fixed.
直せないのか
It can't.
人間のお医者さんじゃね。
Not by a human doctor.
I can't tell if she's being serious.
私でもまだちょっと難しいかな。いろいろと試してからでないと。
Sport meatball. Even for me, it'll probably be tough.
She says offhandedly, even as her hands continue to shuffle papers.
I have to experiment first.
Watching more closely, I realize that her eyes are scanning each page rapidly. So rapidly, in fact, that I was unable to notice it at first. Could Saya actually be reading my charts?
なあさや
Hey, Saya?
Huh?
She answers coolly, looking up from the charts.
今日はもう疲れたし
Well,
寝ないか
I'm tired. Let's go to bed.
ふみのりがそうしたいならそうする。
Sure, if that's what you want.
Saya tosses aside the paper she was sorting, then leaps onto me to begins to tear off my clothes.
ねえ、寝る前に一回だけ。
Excuse me?
いいでしょ？
Excuse me? Huh? Huh?
Hey, come on. Just once before bed, okay?
Does she want to fuck me? It's a censored
さ
version.
やこう毎日続けてちゃ
They're fucking every day, bro! Dog, I wish I had the fucking stamina. Hey, Saya, don't you think this isn't healthy doing every day? Fucking Christ.
ふみのり、どこか具合が悪いの？
Huh? Are you sick? Dude, he's literally fucking a smelly blob of flesh. Oh my god, that is fucking foul to think
い
about.
や僕は別にちゃんと大人の体になってるし平気なんだけどで
Oh.
もさやはまだ
No, not me. My body's all grown up, but you're...
平気だよ。
Ah, don't worry. I'm just a running mass of fucking flesh. It doesn't fucking matter. Don't mind me.
Girl! She laughs playfully as she pushes me onto the bed, the familiar sweet sensation of her weight and skin rendering me helpless.
平気なわけないだろ今まで否認もしてないってのに
But I'm worried we haven't used any contraception! Saya, we need condoms, man! Come on!
ふみのりはさ、さやに子供を産ませるの。
You don't want me to have your children. Those would not be attractive fucking kids, my guy. No. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. How can I respond to
い
that?
やも何もさやみたいに小さい体じゃ無理だって母体の負担ってのは大変なんだぞ
It's not that. Your body's too small. Pregnancy is a serious burden, you know.
ふみのりが心配してることって割と的外れなんだけど。
That's not really something you have to worry about.
Saya seems unsure to how to reply, but not because she doesn't understand what I said. Rather, the bemused look on her face makes it seem as though I'm the only one not getting it.
でもそれってふみのりがさやのことを大事に思ってくれてるからなんだよね。それはそれで嬉しい。
But I know you're... But I know you're just thinking of me.
She says suddenly, her smile glowing with innocence. I'm so happy! Whoa! 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 Little Bissy! Jesus! Fucking slow down! By the time I break my spell of her angelic smile, Saya has undone my belt and is removing my pants!
なあおい、だからさや。
Come on, Saya!
大丈夫。じゃあ今夜は文則が心配しないような方法でしてあげる。
Take the flesh blob! Oh my fucking god.
Relax.
She says teasingly.
Tonight I'll do it so you have to worry.
Okay. Okay. I am literally like fucking, I'm literally like waiting for a fucking titty jump scare. It's time for your 3 AM milking! We did it! We saved the bot! Fuck, man! As she finishes, she looks up at me, smiling like she just pulled the greatest prank of her
それ
life.
だったら文則だって心配ないでしょ。
You don't have to worry if I do it like this.
いや、まあ。
Well, What am I supposed to say to that?
ねえ、ダメだった？こういうのだと気持ちよくない？
Oh, that's the scenery. Oh, I see. They have just had the coitus. Dude, imagine how fucking horrifying it would be, like, in the middle of, like, fucking this thing. You just come to your senses and you see a fucking massive writhing flesh, like, fucking writing your meat. Dog, I'd throw up. I would be so fucking devastated, man.
Hey, was it bad? Did it not feel good?
Hearing the sudden nervousness in Saya's voice, I hastily
そ
stammered.
んなことない。十分に良かった。
Of course, it felt good.
でもさや、
I can't
何もあんなもの飲み込まなくたって。
I can't read this with a straight face. But Saya, you didn't have to do that.
そんな。あれはさやにちょうだいよ。
A true warrior does not stop until they have finished their battle. Oh my god, chat, you're so fucked up! I'm gonna fuck my blob during Pride Month.
Well, why? I want it.
Suddenly distraught, Saya clings to me like a child who's just had her candy
文
stolen.
則のは一滴だって残さずに欲しい。
I am not
さやの中に出
I
して
am
ほしい
not
の。
saying that with a straight fucking face. I am not saying that with a straight fucking face.
Inside 中にって。
Inside you? Question mark. So Saya really does want to bear my child. Have they not had the fuck? Oh, you inside me, go free! Oh, go free! Fucking damn it. I'm not averse to the idea. I think it might be too early. Of course, but there isn't much point in worrying about my reputation right now. Assuming that Sai and I will be left alone, I even welcome it. Say it with a gay face then. Shut the fuck up.
文則は嫌？
You don't like it? She gazes up at me pleadingly. How can I resist?
嫌なんかじゃないさ。さやさえそれでいいのなら、僕だって。
I do like it, as long as you're okay with it, so am I. Saya smiles with relief and burrows her contentedly into my chest.
文則大好き。
I love you, Fuminori, she purrs softly. I keep fucking reading it like this. With her body draped over mine, I become even more and more aware of how light and delicate she is. Can this tiny girl and I really live as husband and wife? Monotone smile. I can't. I feel a pang of self-loathing at the question. How can I still be afraid after all that's happened? Saya's feelings are so earnest. How can I not accept them? I need to resolve once and for all and rid myself of these useless trappings of morality. Fuck morality! Saya and I are all that matters. There's no point in worrying about what others might think anymore. Although I suppose I should still talk to Saya's guardian, of course. I need to find Dr. Ogai as soon as possible. By the time I drift into sleep and exhaustion's comforting embrace, all doubts about Saya's actions have vanished from my mind. Whatever the case, all that matters is that she's returned to me. He doesn't know. He doesn't know he's fucking a blob. He doesn't know he's fucking an amorphous blob. Oh my god, chat. He doesn't fucking know. He doesn't know! 2 o'clock for Tsuzumi Yosuke. This is the most fulfilling time of day. 2 o'clock is the most fulfilling time of day for me too, because I get the fuck out of work. After seeing his wife and daughter off, taking care of the morning chores, and eating a leisurely lunch, it's finally time to sit down at the easel. He's not a particularly popular painter, and he would only hold an exhibition if he were hurting for money. However, the design work he does on the side ensures that there's always enough support to his lifestyle. Alongside the salary his wife earns working for a magazine, they're able to pay their mortgage, send her out of school, and have plenty left over. Wait, hold on. I'm torn. On one side, I dislike some of the tropes in this game, but the actual romantic parts are legit kind of cute. Yeah! Yeah, the romantic parts are kind of like... I just can't fucking stop thinking about the fact that she is an amorphous blob. I can't. They're cute, but once the fucking... when you, like, settle into the realization that she is an amorphous blob, you're like, is it really cute, though? Like, she's literally taking advantage of this man, this mentally ill man. Like... Oh my god. Most unrealistic thing in this game so far. Yosuke's life is perfect, leisurely, and absent of want. He loves his house, considering it the symbol of its success. When he mows the lawn, polishes the windows and floors, he cleans the kitchen, toilet, and bath, he feels the same joy as he does when washing his own body. Dog. He is so fucking happy. Just as he knows the length of his fingernails and the time since the last meal, he also knows everything about his home's condition. The status of every door, the freshness of every flower, the amount of ice in the ice tray, every last detail. This is his pride, and when he sits in his studio smelling the turpentine and knowing that each element of his house is it's perfectly in order, he feels the ultimate satisfaction. Autistic before it was mainstream, like dead ass though? While trying to find the right combination of paints on his palette, he suddenly feels thirsty, but soon remembers that there isn't much orange juice left in the refrigerator. In fact, it's also about time to stock up on bath additive and powdered soap. He could get everything at the supermarket when he goes to shop for dinner, but it might be quite heavy. Now then, where should I leave off to go shopping? Fuck. Oh my god. It's so fucking bright. Why can't I lower the fucking brightness on this fucking PC, man? As he ponders this dilemma, he heads downstairs to the kitchen. Just then, a breath of air tickles the back of his neck, bringing him to a halt in the middle of the hallway. Oh, it stinks! I think that actually makes it sweeter in a weird way. He can't see that she isn't a human. You know? Like when she ate the floor pudding. Fucking floor pudding! A breeze impossible. Every window in the house is closed. Yosuke shut them himself during this morning cleaning. Do you not like fresh air, man? What's your problem? Yosuke enters the living room, searching for the source of the breeze. Something stinks. There it is. It's the same pungent smell of fetid swampland that emanates from the Sasaki house. Saka house. The window facing the yard next door is open, the curtains billowing loosely in the gentle breeze. There's a hole in the glass next to the lock. It looks strange, like it was melted by some chemical instead of broken. Someone must have reached through the hole to unlock the window. Yosuke stands paralyzed, his heart pounding with anger and fear. It smells like ass! He listens carefully, but hears nothing. Perhaps the intruder has already finished his business and left. But a burglar wouldn't have left the room untouched, would he? Maybe he heard Yosuke coming in and hid somewhere nearby. Yosuke realizes that his still wet palette knife is in his right hand. He must have forgotten to put it aside before going downstairs. He stares numbly at the knife for a second, and then decides it's not enough protection. Instead, he grabs an ashtray sitting on top of the table, made of thick, solid glass. It is big and heavy enough to serve as a weapon. The home that he thought was a part of himself now seems utterly alien. Dog, you're so fucking autistic. One smell is all it takes! My day has been fucking ruined! Keenly aware of the thumping of his heart, Yosuke looks around the living room and sees little that could be used as a hiding place. The intruder must have gone either to the guest room or through the dining room, then to the kitchen. The kitchen is close to the stairs. If there had been any movement, Yosuke would have noticed when he came down, which means that the guest room is the most likely place. He shuffles over the guest room and prepares to slide it open. But what is that stench? Could the breeze alone carry something so foul? It's as if the door is coming from the inside of the room. He readies his ashtray and throws it open the door. Oh, is he getting his fucking house, like, disturbed? The straw matted. The Japanese-style room is empty. There is a closet, but no one could fit in there. So the intruder already left. Yosuke relaxes, the exhaustion of sudden relief coming over him. Oh, shit! And that's when something seizes his ankle. Oh my god. The instant he freezes and shocks, his hit. Oh my fucking god. The instant he freezes in shock, his leg is yanked from out under him, sending him crashing into the floor. Stars explode behind his eyes as his head smacks against the door rail. The hand, as if he can even be called that, wrapped around Yosuke's ankle, extends all the way to the beneath the living room sofa. There are barely 5 centimeters between the sofa and the floor. Whatever's hiding there, it can't possibly be human. Have a good one, Zio. Saya no slimes! Before the screaming, Yosuke can regain his footing. Countless hand-like appendages seize his arms and legs, rendering him helpless. Calm down, don't be scared. As the hideous voice burbles in his ear, something cold and soft crawls atop him. Yosuke can't even scream, his terror is so great. It won't hurt, don't be scared, it won't hurt. Thin tube-like appendages penetrate his ears and nose, wriggling deep into his skull. Right before the sensation drives him mad, Yosuke loses consciousness. She just fucking went to somebody else's house to fucking eat them. Okay. Gonna get ready for bed. I am probably gonna save here. Thank you for taking the time to see us. Koji says, his humble bow concealing his surprise at the doctor's youth. Even without her light makeup, she would look a day over 30. She must be quite talented at leading neurosurgeon at such a young age. Oh, okay. Fuck. Okay. Alright. She must fuck! Dude, sorry. I get fucking... If I'm reading for too long, I start, like, fucking up even, like... What is it? Even more frequently. We have been going for 3 hours? We are going to quit this game. Already saved. I'm definitely gonna continue this game, actually. I am invested in this very strange little game. She most definitely fucks. She absolutely does. Absolutely does. What could I fucking read? Oh, Atlas is streaming. Atlas Anarchy. I haven't raided her in a while. Let me give her a raid. But yeah, I really like this game. I'm definitely gonna, like, continue it, actually. It's been a while since a game, like, captured my interest like this. I very, very much enjoyed it. It's fucked up in every way I like, honestly. I'm a fucked up little dude that's into fucked up little things. And I appreciate you guys for joining me today on this impromptu little thing. I apologize once again for my what is it? For my lack of reading skills, but I try, okay? Okay! Thank you guys again. I'll see you tomorrow for some fucking Has-Been Hotel, okay? 6 p.m. EST. Alright?